times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right, knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. Time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time.
morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ah, my troop, the starting line has already been crossed, and there are people that took the lead and who want to trip, people in the middle who are afraid of falling, and the people below who are comfortable with where they are. There were some teams that changed their names to become more united, and I finally understood why, family. It's the business that those who play Unidas die Unidas. Ha 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 ha.
Nossa Senhora!
There were also people who right away filled me with pride. Talk to me, Santos. Was it real?
Todo mundo eliminado do Santos, nada.
Yeah, and also people who, on the other hand, started teasing me. Just you wait.
Começou a Danger, agora vamos ver. O Lucas Terê tá na ousadia.
I have come to the conclusion here that there are two kinds of people. The ones I liked in the grenade, and the ones who the grenade pleased. Ha 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 ha. So yes, family, there were all of this, and it was just the beginning. So run away from cover, get in the open. The pot is there to raid. Let's go for another round of laugh, point, and criticize. And it's time for us to begin the second week of the Brazilian Free Fire League. And of course, I'm Marcelo Fiorentini, and I'm not alone once again with my co-pilot Carol Bombshell. Carol, how are you doing? How was your week, girl?
Hello everyone, I'm doing so good, Marcelo, especially because I'm here once again with all of you guys. And you know, things are about to get very serious because this is the second week of Free Fire Brazilian League, and these guys are here for no joke, and I'm pretty much sure they already started the first weekend getting the vibe, getting the feeling, and right now they will come with a new strategy. They set new goals for sure, and today it's going to be a day for remember.
And we have some points that we need to talk before we get to the maps. Our first map that will be Purgatory. So we have a few marks that we might reach this week, right? Japa BKR from Fluxo may be the first player in LBFF history to reach 300 kills, Carol.
Wow, that's definitely a record that I would like to break, but I don't know if I'm able, because you know these guys are natural born killers, and they are here just two things for sure: kill and to be the last survivor.
And we definitely have some records we have to attend to. There are lots of players also getting to the 200 kills mark. Man God, General, Lucas SKN are almost at the 200 kills mark as well.
Yes, perfect. But you know, their first week was full of surprises and unexpected things that happened, especially for those who watched the LBFF last season. I mean, all the last seasons, but was not for sure. But something that was not for sure. We were waiting to see the table turn so hard like this, right? And we can say that was kind of a balanced week, right?
Definitely.
For the start. So 16 out of the 18 teams already got a booyah around here. So except for Santos and Team Liquid, but they are almost there. They are getting ready. I'm pretty much sure we are gonna watch a great booyah from Team Liquid and Santos today.
And Carol, just to complement your information, Team Liquid still ain't got no booyahs. However, they got the most points in our first map of the day. They are the team who scored the most points in Purgatory. They have 51 points in four drops, and they may be coming for the booyah in our first map already.
Yes, so basically they are the team that got more booyahs here in Free Fire Brazilian League, like you said. So yes, even though they take a little bit longer, they will get that for sure. But not only that things that already happened, but especially because we only got 5 points difference between the first and the fourth place. So our table is really tight, right, Marcelo?
Definitely, we have 4 teams fighting closely for the first place in our rankings.
And I tell you what, by this time, in the last season, we got 110 points difference between the first one and the bottom one. And right now, it's only 60 points between Vivocade, and it's only 65 points that separated the first one, that is Vivocade, and the bottom one, that is Team 1. And you know, it is what it is. Free Fire Brazilian League is a lot of surprise. So let's see if maybe today Team 1 will get at least in the top 12. And one thing that we should definitely talk about is the teams that we were expecting more from, like Loud, that is right now in our table in the 6th place, Marcelo.
Definitely. Now, Loud needs to get to the service, need to show us some Free Fire. However, we still have lots and lots of games to come, of maps to come, and you guys will see which teams we will be playing for today. We have our schedule right now on the screen. We have the Group A going against the Group C. Fluxo, Los Grandes, Metagaming, Pen Gaming, Santos Real, and Vivocade. All together with B4, Corinthians, Fúria, Netshoes, Miners, Team Coda Solid, and Team 1, Carol.
So, yeah, let's say that today, this weekend, the Group C is the home team because they are going to play today, and tomorrow against Group B, that is God Unidas, INTZ, Loud, Nitrox, Top 10, SS Sports, and Team Liquid.
We definitely have lots and lots of good Free Fire for you guys to watch. And on Monday, don't forget that we will be here on Monday. There is more Free Fire for this season. We have Group A against Group B, a matchup that started quite balanced, right, Carol?
Yes, for sure. And we Group A, since last season, they are known to be one of the most aggressive group around here in Free Fire Brazilian League. But we know there is not always the same teams, but the fame for Group A keeps the same. That is the most aggressive one.
And we have three teams leading the table from Group A. We have some more statistics to show you guys. 16 teams already having a buoy, complementing what Carol said a little while ago, right?
Yeah, and look at this, that the 16 SS Sports and Vivocade were the only ones that got double buoys here. We like to see the competition. We like to see how brave these guys are to get buoys and double buoys. But so far, SS Sports and Vivocade are the lucky ones around here in Free Fire Brazilian League. Except for Santos and Team Liquid, like we are already said, that they are the only two teams that haven't get any buoys here today. But let's talk a little bit about the balance that marked the beginning of Free Fire Brazilian League Season 4, Marcelo.
In Season 4, we had 4 teams. We had 8 teams with buoys in the first 3 rounds. In LBFF 5, we have doubled that number, mostly because we have more teams playing, but even though because of the balance. The differences in points between the first and the 18th place, like Carol said, 110 points in LBFF 4, 62 points in LBFF 5, so much closer than what we had last year. And teams with 30 plus kills in LBFF 4, we had 11 teams. In LBFF 5, we have 15 teams, and that sums up what we said a lot in the first week, that the teams that are going for the kill, the teams that are trying to find more points via kills, are being paid. That bet is being paid, right, Carol?
And we gotta talk about how much things have changed since last season, since LBFF 4. We know most of the players have already played this season, but we also got newcomers around here, and looks like it's making a lot of difference. And talking about difference, we got here our natural born killers list, and Mammoth and MTS, they are tied in our MVP list with 27 points for killing. But also it's really good to see, and we always pointed out how amazing it is to have 2 players from the same team like Nobru and Cias in this list.
And they are holding Fluxo in the top 3. The kills from Nobru and Cias are holding Fluxo in the top 3 because Fluxo did not have a good second day of matches, right, Carol?
Exactly. So we can see in
The
our
top 4,
stand-
sorry, not top 3.
Yeah, right. But we can see in our standard how much the kills makes a lot of difference. That's what Marcelo just said. The 2 players from Fluxo team, they are holding their team in the top 4 because, of course, most of all, the kills. And right here, as we can see, Vivo Kid still are the leader, but only 5 points difference between the first and the 4th place. So yes, it is a good difference. Maybe things will change today, but we hope also great things from the other teams. They are in the other side of the table.
And the if you do the math, we have 18 kills separating Fluxo and Metagame in the 5th place. If they didn't have those 18 kills more than Metagaming would be on top of Fluxo in the ranking. So they are having that daredevil thinking of Nobru and Cias paying off.
And I like that you pointed out about Metagaming, knowing that they are the team that came all the way from Serie B, and right now they are here showing what they have came for. But look like we have to stay tuned, right?
Yeah, definitely. Stay tuned.
Fala rapaziada, Modeste aqui. Então, a gente teve aí um bom início no campeonato, viemos aí fazendo bons jogos, a gente está bem regular. Acho que isso é essencial para um campeonato assim duradouro.
Segura a VK, Solatov!
Eu acho que o que mudou da LBFF 4 para cá na VK foi que agora a gente está com um entrosamento muito bom. A nossa parte técnica está muito forte também. O Stark agregou muito na gente aí também, tá vindo fazendo um ótimo trabalho. É isso, pode esperar muita coisa da gente aí pra final. Tamo junto. O Modeste tá aqui.
And definitely Vivo Kate is here, Carol. They are leading our rankings, they are leading our tables, and they have lots of players with 17 plus kills, 15 plus kills. We have 3 players from Vivo Kate in the top 12 of our natural born killers, as you like to say. We have Dead God with 18 kills. We have Nando 9 doing miracles with that sniper rifle, and we have General with 15 kills. So this kill first, think later methodology from Vivo Kate is paying off, right?
Oh yeah, I like what you said about kill first and then think later, because this is a great strategy for Vivo Kate here, right?
Definitely. And we still have Modestia with 14 kills as well. All the 4 leading players for Vivo Kate are ranking in the top 20 in kills for the season. So they are definitely counting for Vivo Kate to lead the ranking, right?
And that's what I call about of squad goals, because these guys, they are very united and doing great things around here. But Marcelo,
we have authorization to take off from the control tower. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take off. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R4D1, heading straight to Purgatory. I'm your commander, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side is my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell. Loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
ladies and gentlemen, be ready to land in the beautiful island of Purgatory map with very dangerous problems we're gonna find around here, because Vivo Kate, Los Grandes, Corinthians, Fluxo Team, Metagame, B4, Net2 Miners, Pain Gaming, Team Coda Solid, Santos Rio, Furia, and Team 1 are ready to fight.
And we have the teams that had the most points in Purgatory map for the first round. Pain Gaming was one of them. Even though they did not have a good first day, they were the team that had the most points, because in the second round, the first drop in the second round, they got 29 points, Carol.
And yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, we might be going for some fights, but
I heard the first shot.
yeah, the shots came in towards Juan in Brasilia. He tries to keep the drop call for B4. They like to drop in Brasilia, as Carol pointed out in the first rounds. But it seems that like Netshoes Miners are not going for the fight.
And you know what? Every single season we bring to you guys their standings for each map. And on Purgatory, the best teams playing are Team Liquid, SS Sports, Ping Gaming, Corinthians, and Furia. This is only the top 5, but also we got all other teams they are playing here today. So, but let's keep a close eye on Team Liquid because they are the ones that among Santos, they are the only ones that didn't get any booyahs. But if they have a great performance on Purgatory map, actually they are the first one.
Tomorrow, right?
They have the first one. They're playing today.
They're playing tomorrow.
Tomorrow they are Group C.
They're Group C. They're Group B. We have Group A and C today.
B. Oh my
Group B.
goodness. So I was meant to talk about SS Sports. Sorry. Thank you so much, Marcelo. But yeah, let's keep an eye so maybe closely on SS Sports and Ping Gaming.
It's fun to see that in the top 5 we have 4 teams playing right now. And the only team not playing is the team that got the best results. Okay, but the 4 teams right after Team Liquid are playing in this map, and we might have some good fun for you to watch.
For sure. But talking about fun.
Let me interrupt you,
there
Carol,
we
because
go.
we already have the first fight. Natividade trying to hold the advance from Metagaming. And he will be rushed. He has to use the submachine gun. Lost puts him down. And Natividade will be out of the game. He is the first blood. Outrem is also down. But Cebolinha puts Nicholas to the ground. It's the chance for the Netshoes Miners Gaming trying to bring back this team fight. But the Metagaming team got there already and put 2 players down. They have 2 kills already. And now they are trying to reach Cebolinha right by the logs. 2 players remaining for Netshoes Miners, while Team Metagaming take the ground, take their spot, take their place, get the control of the house, and looks like they will not fight anymore unless the Netshoes Miners game try to go a little crazy and come back to that fight, to that 2v4, right, Carol?
So the strategy right now is to leave this place and get, try to regroup and set a new strategy, because when you are down to 2, it's kind of hard to get into the late stage of the game. But that remembers me that last season, the players that are playing right now for Netshoes Miners, they were playing for Cruzeiro, and they got a booyah in Kalahari with only 2 players alive. So let's see if they get the guts today to get maybe until to get in the late stage of the game and maybe get the top 3 for sure.
And we have the stats from Metagaming for the first three rounds, and they have a standard of 3.57 kills per map, and they've already got 2 to start this one. Maybe they're coming a little bit more aggressive for today, but we might have the second fight because the Netshoes Miners Gaming team trying to run away. IGZin and Cebolinha trying to run. They got spotted by Lobato, and he starts to shoot. He tries to find the kill, and he puts IGZin back to the ground. There's just 1 more player remaining for the Netshoes Miners Gaming team, and maybe IGZin will be down and out, but Metagaming seems to be joining that fight, Carol. They are coming. They heard the shots. They have the information about that fight right over there, and may try to reach the B4 team before they kill Cebolinha. The last Netshoes Miners Gaming player might be saved by Metagaming, Carol.
Yes, and this is actually would be a very beginning for B4 right now. They already get 1 point for killing, but the last weekend they didn't start quite well. They only got 1 booyah in Bermuda, which is good for them at
Carol,
least.
I'm sorry.
It
seems that Metagaming got that kill, not before.
Oh, they stole the kill.
They stole the kill.
B4 took they put the player from Netshoes Miners down, and then Metagaming got the kill. How smart of them. That's actually very great. So, as I was saying before, that would be a very initiative for before, because last weekend they only got 1 booyah, but there we go. They are paying off.
The fight is coming from before. They are trying to get that kill back that Metagaming stole, and they already put 2 players down. Now they can rush Drax, one of the only players remaining from Metagaming, and may try to get 1 more kill. We have 2 players from Metagaming still alive. Drax is one of them, and Cebolinha running from the fight scene over there to try and save himself and score some points. via positioning in the table. But we might have another fight coming up. Team 1 and Corinthians both positioned to fight. We have VN10 far from its teammates, and maybe Team 1 will not fight right now, Carol.
And I just wanted to bring a little bit more information about the B4 team because it's really good to have them to get this initiative in the beginning of today matches. And let's talk about the player R7, who became the player with the most kills and the most takedowns. That what happened a little bit with before. They took down one player, but they didn't get the kill because metagame was a little bit faster. But R7 becoming the player with the most kill, he overcome that god. There is right now one of the best players this season so far. But also 5 of the 7 booyahs of before from last season was in Bermuda. So how great would it be for them to get one of their booyahs here in Purgatory?
And one team that we have to point out their games from the first 3 rounds is Corinthians, a team that we did not see get lots of booyahs. They got 1 booyah, and they were always fighting for the top of the rankings because of its consistency. The team always trying to reach top 5 and top 4 with some kills, and now they may be trying to play the same game for this week, right, Carol?
Yeah, maybe this is their reflection from last season, that last season they quite didn't have a very good performance in Free Fire Brazilian League, but they have set new goals. They are here again to try to steal this trophy, and that's what you said about the consistency. And talking about consistency, Ousado, you brought this information, but I just want to say again about Ousado along Cias of Fluxo team. They are the only players in the top 5 for kills, damage and assistance. So not only for the damage, but a lot of assistance between Ousado and Cias. So for sure Corinthians is in good hands with the player Ousado.
And now we might have a triple team fight going on right now because Santos is getting to the place where Team 1 and Corinthians are on that old Wild West confrontation, that face-off, that they are looking at each other, they know they're there, and they haven't shot a single round. But Santos might be the catalyst for this fight. It seems that the team that does not have the information about the 2 other teams, Carol.
And they should watch out because if
and they have to watch out because Azai put Fon to the ground with a single shot to the head. Nice headshot. And now VN10 is the one trying to pressure the Santos team, but Rush puts him down. VN10 was far away from its teammates and he's back on the lobby because he has no backup. And now Team 1 has to defend from the south, from the north, from Santos, from Corinthians. It seems that they will try and fight the Corinthians team using the high ground and will leave its back open to Santos with only Azai trying to hold on. But Drizzy taking lots and lots of shots while Azai tries to hold the ground. Meanwhile, we have Fluxo and Los Grandes, 2 top 4 teams who may fight each other right now.
Yeah, I don't think Los Grandes already spotted a Fluxo team. Maybe Fluxo team got a little bit of information about Los Grandes, but it still would be a fight to be ready to watch because those teams are, like Marcelo said, they are in the top 4, and at any moment they can come for each other to take their place.
And Fluxo have the information. Japa spotted the Los Grandes players getting into the boathouse, and he is going down the river. He will position himself by the woods, and the Fluxo players will try to get to this fight. We also have one more team. No, the Los Grandes team have already crossed the river. They are inside the building, but the Netshoes Miners' last remaining player, Cebolinha, may find himself in a place he don't want to be, right, Carol?
Ooh, and I don't know if you're aware of that, Marcelo, but once you're trying to get another position, but in the river, you cannot be safe for your teammates. You are going straight to the lobby, so they should have a little bit more attention when they're trying to cross the river.
Definitely. Cebolinha needs to keep himself safe. We still don't have any teams out of the game. All 12 teams are still in the game. A slow-paced game to start the day, right, Carol?
Yeah, a couple of them are already damaged because, as we can see, 12 teams remain alive, but only 42 players. So most of the squad of Netshoes Miners are back in the lobby. Couple of 2 players from Metagame also back in the lobby. But let's see who's going to be the last survivor, because looks like things are getting very, very, very serious once the safe zone is shrinking.
Imagine the pressure in Cebolinha's ear. Imagine what he is hearing from its teammates. Don't go there! Don't go there! If you die, I'm killing you! Don't go there! Don't go there! Imagine the communication in Cebolinha's ear.
Actually, that was good for you to bring this up, but maybe I'll tell in 1 minute.
We'll talk in 1 minute because we have the fight going on. Pain Gaming, a team that had some of the best results in Purgatory, fighting Fluxo, and the first Fluxo player is down. We have one Fluxo player on the ground. Japa BKR goes down to the shotgun from Leal, but he's run over by God Kill. He uses the shotgun as well and puts down. Go B from Cias! He puts Kaiki to the ground with the grenade, and he's trying to find Rick right now. Nobru also using the grenades. The fight gets tight. A lot of ice barriers trying to keep some of the Fluxo players safe, and the team Coda Solid joins the fight. We have a triple team fight right now. Quali puts Cias to the ground with a headshot, and he puts him back to the lobby. Rush and Drizzy, Pain Gaming and Santos also having a fight at other places in the map. Meanwhile, the triple team fight between Fluxo, Team Coda Solid and Pain Gaming going on right now near the fire brigade. Nobru, he's trying to fight the Pain Gaming players and maybe keep him and the team alive, but he now have to fight Black OO and Rick. And he puts both of the players down!
Wow.
He puts them both down, but Kaiki tries and gets the kill. In Nobru's face, there are 2 players remaining from Pain, and only God Kill. He has the better positioning, but he is the only player remaining for Fluxo.
Yeah, and if he gets these 2 kills, it's going to be a very great highlight for Fluxo team.
It will be a highlight, and we have another triple team fight going on right now. Los Grandes, Vivo Cade, and Furia. BL has a nice positioning. He's on top of the roof, and he saw the movimentation from the Los Grandes team, and now he will fight the VK team. Field puts a player down with the shotgun. Blacku. And now Mamuti getting into the fight. He puts the first player down. BL God, he reaches the head from Gus and puts the player down. There are 3 players remaining for each team. Now 4 for the Los Grandes team because Gus is back on its feet. We have already 4 teams out of the game. Santos, Fluxo, Netshoes Miners, and one more that we'll confirm right now for you guys. But Metagaming is also getting to the fight. The first player is down. Kawe is the only one remaining on its feet. Kaiki got the kill on Drax, and now Kawe has to survive inside the gas. Furia, Los Grandes, Metagaming, Vivo Cage, all near.
Wow.
And Mamuti, what a shot by Mamuti. He puts him down.
Headshot.
He gets the kill. Our kill leader is on fire once again. He puts Field on the ground. Triple kill for Mamuti. He got 31 already. Now the shots coming in from Quali. In another place of the map, the B4 team might be in a bad spot, but R7 puts back on the ground with the sniper. One more fight going on. Carol, lots of fights going on right now. We had to have a moment like this, right? Almost 12 minutes with no teams wiped out, and now it seems that the game got going on.
Yeah, that's happened because they wanted to keep their position. They don't want to be the first one to lose the points, but it is good also to hold a little bit for the final stages of the game, because then we see who got the best strategy.
And there are 2 players from B4 swimming towards the team Coda Solid and got spotted. Juan is down already, and Lobato is the last one remaining, trying to rush the team Coda Solid, but he has to fight some of the players that are expecting the advance, and he did not have any chance. Back got the kill on him.
And Mamute got one more kill and wiped out Team B4. Now Mamute once again with the grenade puts another player from Furia down. He is on a killing spree, putting Furia back on the lobby. Only four teams remaining. Corinthians, Team Coda Solid, Los Grandes, and Furia. The only four. Furia is out. I'm sorry. Furia is out. Team 1 is.
Yep, Team 1 is on the bridge.
They are on the bridge, getting to the top 4 for the first time in the season, right, Carol?
Yes, and actually this is very good for Team 1 and Corinthians. They are actually in the best position. So, but it's going to be very hard for the last player from Team Coda Solid to remain alive.
And it seems that Team Los Grandes is letting the last remaining player from Team Coda Solid to remain alive. No, they're not.
Not for long.
They're not. Rafa is trying to get the kill. Pack was watching, but and he puts him down. Coda Solid back to the lobby, but with one more nice game from Team Coda Solid, remaining in the 4th place. Now the safe zone is shrinking. Maybe Corinthians will have to leave its place. They had a good spot, but they might need to leave the spot while Team 1 and Los Grandes are fighting. Zenak finds the kill, and Rafa X is down because of the safe. Los Grandes is out with the grenade launcher from Azai.
Wow.
Using the grenade launcher. And now Corinthians have to fight the Team 1 from the top of the bridge. And the Rager gets the kill, so it's Booyah Corinthians! A nice placement, a nice spot, and good aim gives Corinthians the first booyah of the day, Carol!
Oh, me, oh my, I wasn't expecting that because, I mean, Corinthians, we haven't seen much of them in the whole match. We saw a couple of things between here and there in the beginning, but their best strategy was to remain calm, safe and sound, and inside of the last safe zone. So this is actually a great strategy. Even though they didn't get a lot of kills, they got the booyah, and well done for Corinthians. But looks like also Team 1 were one of the best teams for this last match, with 8 points for killing and 17 points for positioning, and also Los Grandes that finished the last match in the 3rd place, also with 8 points, and it was great 8 points for killing, because we watched that and they just left us very speechless.
And we had Mamute coming back for the kills with the killing spree, finding the targets, and we might have another one of those days from Mamute. However, Corinthians playing the safe game, playing the slow-paced match that the game was giving Corinthians, because all teams were trying to play the slow-paced game, and when things got real, Corinthians kept themselves alive, right, Carol?
Yeah, and actually this was the first booyah of Corinthians in Purgatory map. Their first one last weekend was in Kalahari, so looks like they are already getting the vibes of each one of these teams' drop calls in Purgatory, and their favorite drop calls are in Maple Works, Campsite, and Lumbermill, which helped them a lot to get in the last stages of the game, because there were everything was very close of each other. But well done for Corinthians, and like I said, Team 1 and Los Grandes once again were great teams in this last match, getting points ahead of Corinthians that got the booyah.
And we have to talk about the good game played by Team 1, a team that was in the last place in the rankings, and now they find themselves with a good number of kills, a good number of points for positioning. They had a booyah on round 3 in Kalahari, but their Bermuda game was not that good. And now they reached the 2nd place, they reached some good kills, and they might go up a little bit in the rankings, right, Carol?
Yeah, and who didn't got very good points this first match was Fluxo team and Vivo Kid. The teams, they are in our top 4, especially Vivo Kid, they are in the top 1. They only got 1 point, and I'm pretty much sure was for killing, because if you are down in the 11th or the 12th place in our table, you cannot get any points unless you score a point for killing.
And now let's check the rankings. Let's check how the tables have turned for the few teams that were playing. And now we have Los Grandes back on the lead. Los Grandes and Corinthians with the long game, getting to the first places of the match, reaching the first and second place, and Corinthians only 1 point behind Los Grandes. Carol.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if Corinthians have reached the second place already here in our standings, but this is a very remarkable thing for them that in the last season didn't have quite a good passage here in Free Fire Brazilian League. But see, Corinthians, Los Grandes, and also Metagame in our top 5 getting closer and closer to be to remain in the top is very good. It is actually everything for me, but a great start for Los Grandes and Corinthians for sure.
And we have to talk about Team 1 getting over Loud and INTZ in the rankings, leaving the last place, getting the kills, reaching the 30 kill mark. Finally, Team 1 having a good match, and Santos, who is not being consistent, might be the team that Team 1 is going after for this second map. We remember you. We still have 5 maps to come. 5. We have lots and lots of Free Fire
But
waiting for you today.
who would have thought that Team 1 would get above Loud Team? I don't think anyone could have predicted that, could have pictured that Team 1 would be so good. But I mean, that's the spirit, because once you learn from your mistakes and once you take ahead to set new goals and to fix all the things that are bothering in your game, that's the spirit, and that's exactly what you have to do. So great stuff from Team 1.
Great stuff from Team 1, and we are going to do some great stuff. We're going to hydrate. You need to hydrate yourself, and we're going to relax a little bit because there are 5 more maps incoming. Carol, are you ready to take a break?
Yes, I'm ready to take a break because we already started so good. So let's take a break.
I like the early first bloods, but I love when we get to the late stages of the game and then we have lots of teams trying to engage into fights at once.
Well,
And look at Kawan, he got 3 kills with the grenade.
no.
3 kills with the grenade for Kawan.
One time left, right, knock 'em out. Two times knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
We are back for more Brazilian Free Fire League. The LBFF 5 is back, and you can join us with the hashtag LBFF5 on all social media. And I am myself, Antini. By my side is Carol, and we are getting ready for the second map of the day. We are going to the desert of Kalahari, Carol.
Ooh, the most hottest map in Free Fire Brazilian League, and looks like we have the clearance for takeoff.
We are ready to take off. Take your manch. Push it down, and let's go! Let's take it off the ground. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's fly that plane. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R42, going straight to Kalahari. I'm your commander, Marcelo Ferrantini. By my side is my co-pilot, Carol Michel. Loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boat, cause it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hot map of Kalahari. And things here are about to get very interesting, because in our standings by map in Kalahari especially, we got 3 of our best of the best teams here. There is the first one that got the best performance, it's Corinthians, the second one Fluxo team, and the third one Vivocada. So let's watch out for these teams and see who is going to be the last survivor.
And Corinthians in their first map playing in Kalahari had the biggest Santos, and once again Santos, and before fighting for the same spot in the oil rig. Once again, that fight goes on in the oil rig. Every time they drop in Kalahari, they fight each other in the oil rig, and we already have the first blood going on. Santos got one of the players from before down. Juan being the first one to fight. Lobato have only half of its life, and Iago trying to help the players. He gets shot. Zenak puts a player from Metagaming down. Corinthians and Metagaming also fighting somewhere in the map. Juan is on the ground trying to keep himself safe from the Santos player who are trying to flank, but Juan could not save itself from Autobot with the double vector. He puts himself down, and now there are only 2 players remaining from before. Lobato has little low health, and he has to run for his life. Santos taking control of the oil rig and now going to try and find the last remaining players from before, Carol.
And Santos were the one of the only teams that still don't get any buoy. They haven't got any buoy here in Free Fire Brazilian League, and actually they are the only team that still doesn't have a player with at least 10 kills. So all the other teams have already get buoys and kills. So Santos found themselves right now in really bad trouble. But as we can see, they always start with this fight over the drop call in Kalahari, which explains a lot, because before got one of the 2 of the players that played last season for Santos, and they have the same strategy. But in this history, in Kalahari, they got 6 buoys and 265 kills. So let's see, even though they have changed things around here in Free Fire Brazilian League, if they are able to get their first booyah in Kalahari map.
And now we have Team 1 trying to find some players over there, and maybe they will try to engage against Santos in the oil rig. Once again, we know that the oil rig is one of the most strategical places in this map, one of the most strategical spots, because of the advantage of playing the high ground game, right, Carol?
But most of the parts in Kalahari map got over top views. Of course, maybe this one that Marcelo just said, maybe it is the best of the best. But the players here, they are trained to play with the snipers, and looks like one of the players from Santos is already down.
Look what Wazai is doing now. Tobut is back to the lobby.
By the hands of Team 1.
By the hands of Team 1, playing a more aggressive game than we had last week. They may have gotten together, talked to each other during the week, said, bro, you want to play Free Fire or you want to play, I don't know, Mario Kart? Let's play Free Fire, let's be aggressive. And now Team 1 with a change of heart for this second week, right, Carol?
That's the word, the change of heart. Team 1 that only got the second Booyah in Free Fire Brazilian League history here because they only got one Booyah last season.
And VN10 putting the first player from Meta Gaming also down. And Lost is back on the ground because VTR is trying to help VN10 over there. Their snipers are coming in. 2 players from Meta Gaming in the middle of nothing. In the middle of nothing. Drax7 is also on the floor. We may have 2 players from Metagaming going out. They are trying to run for their lives, and Nicholas puts Drizzy down. Maybe Metagaming is coming back on this fight. Even they having the worst position they could have fighting a team on the mountains, but they find the first player down. Nicholas puts VTR down. Drizzy is also with very low health. But Metagaming only with 2 players remaining. They engaged in a fight in the beginning of the game, and it was not a good fight for them.
Yes, for sure not a good start in Kalahari map. And we know it is kind of hard because even though Kalahari map, it is a long and big map, it takes a lot of guts to rotate for this map because at any time you can face off with a team, especially those ones that are in the top positions because they can have a better overview of the grounds here. That's what happened with Team 1. Once they got closer of Santos, they took down one of the players from Santos and they already got the team for Metagame very damaged.
And we may find ourselves in a 3-way fight once again. Carol, Team Coda Solid getting close to Furia, and Los Grandes is over there, and they have a nice positioning to join that fight if they want. Team Coda Solid had a change in their lineups. Boom! Subbed in for Quali. And
I'm hungry now.
now I'm hungry. I want some pão.
For those who don't know, go ahead.
Please,
explain.
please,
Okay,
explain.
for those who don't know, pão in Portuguese it is bread, and quali it is a very famous brand of butter here in Brazil. So if you match up both of them, you can get a very delicious meal.
We want some bread with butter. It would be nice. And Fluxo also with a sub, Fuck coming in for God Q, and that is the lineup that got the best results for Fluxo, right? With Fuck instead of God Q in the lineup.
Which is kind of weird for me because God Q, he is a very good sniper. Maybe he's the only sniper that Fluxo team got. Of course, Japa BKR, it is an awesome player. He's the one there trying to reach the mark of 300 kills here in Free Fire Brazilian League, and he's closer and closer to get. But with the assistance of God Q, Fluxo team, it is good. But also Los Grandes got a replacement. Their coach thought maybe Deuce is going to get a better work here, and Gael is
Also-
back in the lobby.
Also the team, the lineup that got the best results for Los Grandes coming in does in the place of BL. And we may have the Los Grandes team fighting. They are almost close to getting sandwiched by Pain Gaming and the 2 teams that are below them, Team Coda Solid and Furia. They are also below them. We may find ourselves in a war zone, Carol.
And you know what, Marcelo? No doubt the biggest surprise from last weekend was to see teams like Vivocade, which I said that didn't have a very remarkable passage last season, starting so good right now. Not today though, because they only got 1 point in the first round. But also one that left us speechless was Los Grandes, for sure, with their huge hunger to win after a season out of the Serie A. And what can we say, Marcelo? LBFF is a roller coaster.
It's definitely a roller coaster of emotions. And now we have the danger zone surrounding Furia, Los Grandes, Team Coda Solid near Team 1, and leaving Pain Gaming out. They may try to collect some of the heads coming out of the danger zone. Carol.
Well, let's hope the danger zone doesn't come around of Santos, because danger zone was the MVP for Santos team last week.
Against Santos team last week, right?
Against.
They got wiped by the danger zone, and now they need to bring it back. They need to bring back the fight and not die to the danger zone today. But they might have to fight their eternal rivals from Corinthians. For you guys who don't know, Corinthians and Santos are teams that come from Brazilian soccer and are rivals, are state rivals, both
Yes.
from the state of São Paulo, and two huge crowds that are rivals with each other.
Probably Corinthians got the second biggest crowd here in Brazil.
They got it. They got
Yeah,
it.
the
After
first one is Flamengo, right? So yes, it is a huge fight. And last season I talked about, Marcelo, how much pressure those teams that carry the name of the Brazilian soccer teams have also here in Free Fire Brazilian League. Even though it is a totally different kind of game, it is also the same pressure.
And Nobru is getting shot. Nobru was spotted, and now the Team Coda Solid players are waiting for the players from Fluxo, and Fuck got a grenade right near his foot, and V-Team XP, who did a great job with the grenades last week, is the one trying to find the Kobe's. Nay using the shots. V-Team now with the ACOG sight, trying to find the shots. He gives a lot of damage to Fuck, but no players from Corinthians are down on the floor. No players from Fluxo are down on the floor. Japa BKR now got the katana out, and he is trying to find a better positioning to have this fight going on. Once again, 10 minutes and no teams out of the game yet. Another slow-paced match, but now it seems that the action is coming, Carol.
And I would have really enjoyed to watch a battle against a Fluxo team that is one of their best here in Free Fire Brazilian League. They are the winners from last season and the newcomers of Team Coda Solid. But as we can see around the corner, there is Team 1 and Santos.
Team 1 and Santos, they studied each other for a long time, and now Team 1 have the upper hand. They have the better positioning, and now they have also Team Coda Solid to help them fight. Boom, puts Rush down right there on the floor, and we have Team 1 repositioning themselves, leaving that fight for Team Coda Solid, and the elimination comes in with the grenade. Now we have Pão with the sniper playing for Team Coda Solid, and we have a fight between Pain Gaming and Netshoes Miners. Corinthians and Fluxo also engaged in a fight, and Pain Gaming have to fight the Netshoes Miners team to try and get through the safe zone. Nobru gets 2 kills with the grenade against Corinthians, and Black 00 now needs to survive the EGZ. Nice grenade from Rick, puts EGZ down, while Nobru also using the grenade, put 2 Corinthians players down. EGZ is on top of the almost Black, who killed all its teammates with the grenade that did not reach the place, but now he uses the grenade and puts 2 players down. Kobe from the team of Pain Gaming. Black 00 with a nice Kobe Bryant moment. Japa BKR trying to fight Zenak. 4 Fluxo players against 2 Corinthians players. Renak trying to rush on top of Japa BKR, and he uses the auto shotgun to try and save himself, but Nobru is on the floor, and maybe Japa needs to save its teammate. He uses the ice, and he puts Nobru back on the floor, but the player from Corinthians comes with the shotgun, but Cias using the rifle and putting out the player from Corinthians. Only Ousado remaining, and Ousado is down. Fuck uses the shotgun and eliminates Corinthians. 3 teams already out. The war zone started, Carol. He puts Otrem on the floor, and the Netshoes Miners team fighting against Pain Gaming and not getting the upper hand. But now Pain also have to fight the remaining players from Fluxo team and Los Grandes. Japa trying to find the shots. He got lots and lots of damage on Hig. but now he repositions himself. He knows this fight will not be only between two teams. He knows other teams will be joining this fight because the safe zone is getting smaller and smaller. All teams are in the war zone. Furia probably with Team Coda Solid in the worst positioning for this fight, although they have the watchtower advantage.
Yes, they do, and it is really important to have a lot of ice grenades right now and a good cover.
And maybe they don't have the positioning because Memgod was down. A nice shot from Luz, putting him down, and now we have 8 teams remaining. Japa BKR trying to find the best positioning. They know they have to fight the Los Grandes. Team Los Grandes have a player down, and the Netshoes Miners are out in the 8th place. Japa trying to find the players from Los Grandes. Nobru also using the scope to try and get some damage, but they got nice cover under the bridge, as the Red Hot Chili Peppers would love to say.
Oh well. And Fluxo team already got 7 kills. That's great for them.
Fluxo playing nice, but now they have to fight also Team Coda Solid. Vitin put Nobru to the floor, and they have to save Nobru. Santos getting to the fight, and Biogod using the sniper rifle to put one more player, Fawn from Santos, out of the game. And we have Los Grandes with 3 players, Vivocade with 3 players. Also joining the fight, Santos is out because Memgod used the AWM and put the last player out of the match. Japa trying to reposition himself. He is a player you gotta watch out. He is the historical kill leader in LBFF, and the Team Coda Solid eliminate Team 1.
Wow.
Also a nice placement for Team
Yes.
1. The 6th place is a nice placement for Team 1. They are trying to get back on the league, and General with the grenade puts 2 players from Team Coda Solid out. That God puts Spawn out also, but Gus stole the kill for the Los Grandes. Modestia was killed by the safe zone. And we have the fight going on between Los Grandes and Fluxo. And all teams are now joining the fight. We will have a 5-way fight to win this match. Japa trying to rotate, trying to find its enemies, its opposers. He's trying to break the ice inside the house. He knows there are players from Furia there, but the kill comes in from Ney. Gus with the grenade puts 2 players out. Fluxo is in the 5th place. Maybe Los Grandes will be back in this game. Mammoth is on the ground. Vivocade is out once again. Pack doing a nice job for Team Coda Solid. The safe zone is getting smaller and smaller. 3 teams remaining. We have Rafa X. We have Los Grandes out. And we have a booyah for Furia. What a fight to end this match, Carol.
Wow, great, very great start for Furia team. The team that actually got a very good performance in Kalahari map. That last season they were the only team that got 31 points for killing and positioning in Kalahari map. So they dominating this map for sure. And big well done for Furia team that remain very calm, solid in the late stages of the game, the best positioning, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the game. Big congratulations for Furia team.
And intelligent play from Furia, getting to the center of the safe zone, knowing that the gas would damage a lot would deal a lot of damage to the players outside, and they got to the center of the safe zone and defended their spot. We had lots of teams fighting, 5 teams fighting at the same time. We had Los Grandes, we had Fluxo, we had lots of teams fighting, but they stood their ground, they kept their placement, got a few kills from players trying to rush in, and got the booyah, Carol.
And that's what I'm talking about. A booyah for Furia team, and they are back in the game.
We are watching a few of the
highlights
for the
one
match.
Great highlights for sure is the grenades. The grenades never fail with these guys. But as we can see here, Team Coda Solid got a few points behind, only 1 point behind, and also Los Grandes 1 point behind of the second place, and Team Coda Solid 1 point behind of the first place. And this is due of their kills. Also, Team Coda Solid, like we watched it, they were in the late stages of the game. They are the team that won the Serie B of Free Fire, are here getting their mark in Season A for sure.
And Carol, this match giving Los Grandes a breather on the rankings. They got Corinthians with only 2 points. They got 16 points over Corinthians in this map, and Fluxo not scoring a huge amount of points. Vivocade also not with a lot of points, and now for the first time in the whole season we've had so far, we have a leading team that has a little breather on the top of the rankings.
Yes, excellent. Well done. And I'm pretty much enjoying this game right now. Furia team, fast and furious, and like I said, back in the game again. Big congratulations for Furia team in their first Booyah in Kalahari map this season.
Yeah, the first Booyah in Kalahari, and we know that Furia last season had an amazing season in Kalahari, and now they might be joining a select group in the rankings, the top 12 group in the rankings. Let's see if Furia stood their ground in the top 12. The rankings are coming up for you guys to watch with us. We have Los Grandes finding the 15-point lead finally, and Furia with the 7th place right now.
Reaching the top with reaching the mark of 100 points. But the good thing here is that Los Grandes, they are opening a big gap ahead of the other team. So with this 159 points, they are very a little bit far away from the second place, and this is when the competition starts to get even more excited, because the teams can be a little bit far away from each other. But also big congratulations for Team Coda Solid that they are climbing up in our table, and they have reached the top 5 all the way from the second division of Free Fire Brazilian League. Team Coda Solid in the 50th place.
Yeah, we have 2 teams coming from the Serie B, the second division of Brazilian Free Fire, in the top 5. Los Grandes leading the rankings. They came back from the Serie B last year, and Team Coda Solid, the champions from the second division, in the 5th place. It's nice because we are seeing that the Brazilian Free Fire have way more teams than the 18 teams playing the main series for this season, right, Carol?
Of course, Los Grandes, who came from last season from Serie B, like Marcelo said, but they already got the taste to be in the Serie A, and I don't think they want to let this pass ever again. They came here to stay, and not only to stay, but to stay in the first place.
And Carol, one more thing that we have to point out: Furia in the 7th place with 108 points are only 10 points away from Team Liquid in the 12th place with 98 points. So the middle group in the table fighting for the places above the 12th place, a mark that we need to remind will bring the teams for the last phases of the championship of the tournament are well disputed right now. And now we have the kill leaders. Mamute is getting himself away from MTS, right?
Talking about disputing, Mamute is definitely not only helping the team of Los Grandes to open gaps ahead in points for positioning, but right now for kills. Mamute is our MVP so far. This is only the second week of Free Fire Brazilian League Season 5, but Mamute is already the favorite one to be the MVP for this season. And of course, why? Because he's a natural born killer, and he's doing his job here helping Los Grandes. But also Nobru and Cias are here having this great team worker. They are cooperating, helping Fluxo team to be in also in the top 5 of the table.
And we finally have a teammate from Mamute in the top 5. We finally have another player from Los Grandes, it's Rafa X, trying to help Mamute carry the load that he's carrying right now, carry the team on its back like he's doing right now. Because 33 kills have gotten the lead for Los Grandes, but Mamute needs some help to keep that consistency that the team Los Grandes is having right now, right?
Yes, definitely. That's the word about Los Grandes that we have more saying here this season. The consistency. They know how to position in the safe. They know the time to rush, to kill, and to do anything that will help them by the end of the match. But with the Booyah of Furia team, I just wanted to point it out a little bit.
Please point it.
Just a curiosity about their call, their favorite drop call in Kalahari, that is the Sanctuary.
Definitely.
And this is kind of funny because Sanctuary means something very holy and very blessed here in Brazil. So maybe that helped them to be back in the game here for Fair
They're all
in
blessed.
season 5.
They're blessed from the get-go in Kalahari. But we need also to get a little blessed by the top 3 moment of last week and get a little 3 minutes of rest for us to bring back our voices, to bring you some more booyahs in a little bit more than 3 minutes, because we need to watch the nice plays, right? Let's go to the break. But one player from God is down, and now Bob's leaving the hangar, gets taken by Romeo from behind. He ends the job and he gets 3 kills. And now he's going to try and trample Minuzzi.
But it looks like Minuzzi will not make it. Is everyone coming for him?
Yeah, and he has to deal with Victor on the walls, but he puts Victor down, and now Romeo has the time to get to Minuzzi while he heals himself, but there are shots coming, and Minuzzi puts Romeo down. He has to deal with Chinese right now to keep his team alive. Will he do the 1v3? Will he be able to keep himself alive? And now he has Abel Pop, he has an AUG to fight Minuzzi over there. They run over and Minuzzi does it! And Minuzzi gets the 3 kills!
One time left, right, knock 'em out. Two times, knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
And we are back for more LBFF, the Brazilian Free Fire League, the Season 5 of the Brazilian Free Fire League. I'm myself, Fantini, and by my side is my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell. And Carol, we are heading straight to Bermuda, a map that Los Grandes had great placements in the last rounds. We have the maps down below us for you guys to see the sequence. If you're not used to it yet, we have Bermuda coming up, and Corinthians, and Los Grandes and Vivocade, two of the top three teams in our rankings, had matches with 23 points in Bermuda.
And like Marcel already said, we got here our first buoyer winners of today's matches. There is Corinthians and Furia, and very soon we are going to head to Bermuda map. And if I'm gonna bet in someone, probably I'm gonna bet in Bermuda, not only because they got one of the best performance in this specifically map, but because they got Mamute, who is the MVP right now, but he got the experience. He had played Free Fire Brazilian League Season 1 in Furia team, which we already know it is a very aggressive team, and this Season 3 in Los Grandes, but also they are counting with the player Gus, who played last season in Santos team, and right now they are one of the players in Los Grandes. So all of these things brings them the connection and the experience to play in Free Fire Brazilian League, which it is exactly we are here to see. But if we talk about their newcomers, well,
they are doing quite a lot of noise in this season. Carol, I'm proud of Team Coda Solid, and I'm proud of the teams that came from the second division, from the Serie B for this season. But we have to point out that, do you know which team is the one scoring the most points in Bermuda? It's Meta Gaming. Surprisingly, it's Meta Gaming with 59 points in 4 maps they played till now. The second place is Vivocade, as we said, a team that got the most points in a Bermuda map in this season, with tied with Los Grandes, and Los Grandes is in 4th place. However, who is in the 1st place? Is you, the first one to board the plane, because we are ready to take off. Our taking off is authorized. So please, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R4D3 heading straight to Bermuda, loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, cause it's time! Oh yeah, it's time to drop cutoff!
Ladies and gentlemen, get your passport ready, because we are about to get inside of the beautiful island of Bermuda map, where we count with Sentosa, Potionog, Factory, Clock Tower, and one of the most disputed calls, Observatory. But out of curiosity, do you guys know where the only team that got most points in for killing? It is Fluxo team, and Fluxo team is here in the game. So let's watch if we can see great things from them today, especially because last season they are the best team in Bermuda map. But Marcelo said things have changed and Metagame are here for the game. So let's see over Fluxo team, Metagame, and Los Grandes, who are going to be the best of the best in Bermuda map.
And Carol, we have a fight for the 3rd place between Vivo and Fluxo, tied with 139 points. We have Los Grandes trying to find themselves in a safest 1st position, trying to get some points and get a little distance from Corinthians in the 2nd place. We might have a map full of emotions. We had 2 maps starting slow, studied, the teams trying to get themselves with lots and lots of good loot, of good equipment, the best weapons they could find, but we got war zones going on in the end of the matches. Do you think that we will have once again a slow-paced match with lots of emotions at the end?
Probably, because by the time the players, they wanted to be secure about their points. Like let's use Corinthians as an example. Corinthians right now there is in the second place in our table. They find themselves with a great amount of points, and they don't want to, to risk that in the early stages of the game. So basically, they will stay safe and sound. They were trying to get their rotation very safe and out of trouble. But one thing for sure, these guys they don't avoid get kills. So if they have the opportunity, even if for steal or to have a mano-mano confrontation, they will not let this pass. But if they can opt to be out of the trouble, for sure they are going to do that.
And Carol, we gotta point out, we talked about Vivocade and Los Grandes being inside the top 4 teams scoring the most points in Bermuda. We have to talk about Corinthians and Fluxo being in the bottom 8. Fluxo the 11th team with the most points, and Corinthians the 14th. But we have fights going on. Santos used the pads, and they didn't know that Furia was really taking the spot, really taking that place. But now they have the information. Rush spotted Field trying to run from the observatory, and now we have a good positioning from Rush to try and start that fight. We may have our first blood early in the match. We may have this match starting hotter than what we thought, Carol.
Oh well, maybe they have already know about Fury Team, because Fury Team have been defending the observatory call since the first weekend of Free Fire.
And Autobots putting BLGod down. The Santos team position themselves like a nice squad and put the first player from Furia down on the floor. The first blood goes to Santos. Autobot gets the kill on the player from Furia. 3 players remaining for the Furia team. Furia, the team that's pointing less in Bermuda, Carol. We have to point this out. And Field may go to the ground as well. He got lots and lots of shots. And Rush now going down the observatory to find himself in a better spot to maybe try and rush the players from Furia. But they are going away. They're running for their lives because they know that Santos is coming after them.
And as I was saying before the action, because we have to be more ready for the action then. But the informations are interesting too. And Santos, maybe they will try to get Fury Team.
They will try and fight. One
They will chase them.
The player from Furia 1-9 is out of a safe spot. He's on the open, and he may need to defend himself from the players from Santos Rush, trying to find the spots with the Groza, a weapon that deals lots of damage. And now one running for its life. He was left behind by its teammates, and he will try and hold the players from Santos on that mountain, trying to keep himself alive and buy its teammates a little more time, Carol.
And actually, I was talking with the coach of Fury Team this week, and he said they will always trying to defend the observatory call because that's their favorite drop call. They know how to rotate it. They know this drop with their hands, and I'm pretty much sure they will never let it go. But they have to watch out because with the other team, the Group B, they have a close fight with Loud.
They might have a close fight with Loud, indeed, in the rankings. And now we have Metagaming and Vivocade maybe trying to join B4, and maybe Netshoes Miners, all in the same region. Carol, we may have a quicker match for this first Bermuda map.
Oh yeah, with no doubt the teams seems very aggressive this season. Even though we got a very balanced start last weekend, still there is a lot of things going on because they are studying each other. In each season, they change their strategy, they set new goals, they learn from their mistakes, but also they have to study very close the teams.
And now we have the teams repositioning themselves to maybe start that fight. the metagaming players, the team that has the most points in the Bermuda map for this season, trying to find Nando 9. Nando is an awesome sniper. He may be of danger for the metagame team players, even though they have the higher ground, they have the better positioning. And we will see what will happen in this fight. Some of the metagaming players maybe trying to find a better spot to fight. And now we have the map to help us understand the situation for this map. Furia and Team 1 really close. They might join themselves into a fight. Corinthians outside of the safe zone, isolated in Sentosa.
And was the thing you asked me in the beginning about the games of if I thought this is going to be paced or very aggressive, and I use Corinthians as an example, especially because of their points. So none of these guys wanted to mess up with their points right now. So it is extremely important for them not only to keep their points, but trying to get more points. If not for kills, but at least for position in the late stages of the game.
Definitely going for the points, for positioning, both Corinthians and Fluxo. Fluxo, who a team who had a fiery start in the last week, but ended up with not as good as the results they had in the beginning, and now they probably are trying to slow their game, slow their pace, and go for the points for positioning. They started the season getting lots of points via kills, right?
Yes, and like I said, last season, Fluxo team got the best performance in Bermuda map. So this is things that we are waiting to watch from them, especially because they are the winners, but especially because they dominated the map. But things have changed, and things will change for Pain Gaming.
And now we have a fight going on. 9 minutes in the game, we have another fight going on. Team Coda Solid trying to find some kills on Pain Gaming. Kaique took a lot of damage, and Pão is the one trying to find the kill. He gets once again lots and lots of shots on Kaique. Damage is going on, and Peck is trying to find the information, because maybe Team Coda Solid will engage into this fight against Pain Gaming. However, Pain rotated from behind, and we will not have this fight because Pain chose not to.
Yes, Pain chose not to because they wanted to keep a little bit out of the trouble. Maybe they wanted to climb a little bit more up in the table. And right now, it is extremely important for them to remain calm.
And maybe if they got into that fight with Team Coda Solid, they would get sandwiched, a heavy sandwich, by the leaders from Los Grandes.
Yes, Los Grandes, they are watching out for any opportunity they have to steal kills and to make points by killing for sure. But I don't know if this is the case of a sandwich, because they are in a little bit out of the Los Grandes.
Yeah, but they came
They are
through,
in the top,
they
and
came
Los
through.
Grandes. No, but Los Grandes are down. It's because we cannot see this map view. But Los Grandes are down. They had to climb
the mountain to
the
fight.
mountain to fight, but of course they would do that because they are very bad about that.
And now we may have Team 1 going for the fight against Furia. They spotted the Furia players going after the safe zone spot, and they will have the placement behind the Furia team, but Fluxo also coming in, and they are really close to the Team 1 players. The shots are coming in, and we might have the fight. We might have this fight going on. Santos also coming for the fight. Santos, who are the only team with a kill in this map already. They got a kill on the Furia team, the only team with less than 4 players, and we have a 4-way fight.
And this is not going to be a sandwich. This is going to be a whole meal.
A whole meal. The rice in the middle, and the beans, the meat, the French fries are all sandwiching
No,
the Fluxo team.
I have to disagree with you because the beans are going on the top of the rice.
Of course they are on the top of the rice. You cannot have beans under the rise. You're completely right. That shows your character. But we have the fight going on and lots of ice barriers trying to protect the Santos players from the team of Fluxo. Japa BKR tried to find the shots. He could not get a kill, but Team 1 is coming from behind, and Fak is the only one trying to fight the whole Santos team and hold the positioning for the Fluxo team. Meanwhile, we have Metagaming and Corinthians fighting themselves, but VN10 puts Fak down. Nopru also on the ground and out of the game. He is back on the lobby. We have VN10 trying to fight the players from Santos, and Metagaming is out of the match. Cias, he puts Trizzy on the ground, but Fluxo is out of the game. Team 1 with a squad wipe with no players down. Nice fight from Team 1. Fluxo and Metagaming, two teams that we expected a lot in this match, are the first ones out of the game, Carol.
Yeah, and they go back to the lobby with 0 points, except for Metagame, they got 1 kill. But how awesome is see Team 1, a team that came from Serie B last season, and right now they are taking down the whole team of the winners from last season. Also, they are proving us they are prepared. They have come prepared right now. They have trained, they have practiced, and they have came with the whole baggage of experience from last season, because they went also to the Access group, and right now they are trying to fight over the top again.
And they finally found their rhythm, their pace.
Yeah, the rhythm.
They changed the way they were playing last week because it did not work out. Team 1 finished the third round in the last place on the rankings, and they came back with a second place, with the sixth place, and now wiping the whole Fluxo team right in the beginning of the fights for the third map.
Yeah, and I tell you what.
It may be Kobeing on Furia. They're trying to use the grenades as
Ooh.
well. Man, God puts Gus on the floor. But Rafa X, he's been
No!
a crazy man on the grenades. He puts the whole team from Furia out. Go B for Rafa X. And now we have one more fight going on. Team 1 fighting against Santos. 2 players from Santos are down, and Team 1 may wipe Santos as well with no players on the ground. VTR puts Dudu on the ground, and now he eliminates Dudu. Triple kill for VTR. Only 1 player from Santos remaining. It's Rush. No, he got the last player back on its feet, but Santos is out because B4 got to the fight. And now we will have the confrontation between Team 1 and B4 going on. Azai using the grenade, trying to find some damage on the B4 team. And we have other fights going on between Vivocate and Netshoes Miners. Nando9 doing a great job while we watch this fight between Team 1 and B4. The first player from the B4 team goes down, but by a player from Team Coda Solid, who might be joining the fight. What a nice grenade! VTR goes to the ground. Lobato trying to find the best angle for him to fight. He tries to enter the shields, and he can get to the shields and puts Drizzy down. What a nice fight by Lobato. Only 1 player on its feet for Team 1. Team Coda Solid also joining the fight. Ney using the sniper, and VTR is back on the lobby. We have only 1 player remaining for Team 1, and we have Team Coda Solid all well positioned, while Ney does lots and lots of damage in a fight that is not his. This fight is not Ney's, but he did way too much damage in this fight, Carol.
That's the spirit, you know. Try to steal some kills. Try to get as much points as you need. But about Team 1, they start very good in Bermuda map. They wipe the whole squad of Fluxo team down, and there it is, grenade launcher getting into the nerves of Team Coda Solid.
We are bringing you some culture from Brazil. Presenting you some music from Hitali. And now Kaique trying to find the shot with the sniper, but the grenades are also coming in from the players from the Los Grandes team. But Peck finds the kill on the first Pain Gaming team player, and Team 1 is down because the last player remaining was eliminated by the B4 team, but Black00 once again out because of the safe zone, and Gus goes down. Los Grandes is out of the match. We have still 5 teams remaining, Corinthians and Vivocate, the teams that are tied for the 3rd place, now fighting each other. That God finds the kill on Zenak, and he goes trying to find the kill on Ousado. He uses the grenade. Nando9 with the sniper! A nice headshot by Nando9. Now they have to fight with only 1 player remaining for Corinthians. Nando9 eliminates Ousado once and for all. And Razor trying to keep himself alive using the ice barriers and waiting for another team to get to the fight. Only 10 players remaining. 4 of them are from Vivocate, but Modestia is on the floor.
Wow.
And Corinthians is back on the lobby. Vivocate dominating. 4 players from Vivocate. 3 players from before. Team Coda Solid is out. We have a team with 1 player remaining, and it's Pain Gaming. And now they are out. And the grenade from R7! Oh my God, R7! Vivocate
way.
is out. So it's Booyah before!
No way, Jose. That didn't happen at all. Before they got a booyah with the grenades. They used all the grenades they had. They kept all their grenades for the end, and they were throwing like Kobe.
Kobe for R7. We were watching the moment when R7 put the 3 players from Vivocate out. Vivocate had the numbers advantage. They were 4 on 3 for this fight, but Juan had the moment, had the better weaponing to rush on top of Nando9, who uses the snipers and get the last kill. So what a play by R7, leaving the game on a 1v1 for the rush to happen for Juan to get the last kill, Carol.
Yeah, by the time I couldn't believe my eyes. I was seeing a lot of grenades going on, and we know that the grenades are making a lot of success here in Free Fire Brazil League. Maybe the grenades are the MVP for this season because they are taking down each one of the players. And yeah, great strategy of before they got the number disadvantage over against Vivocade, and they took the best in the late stages of the game, and they finished this 30 map of today with 21 points, followed by Vivocade with 17 points, Team Coda Solid 11 points, Pain Gaming in the 4th place with 10 points, and Team 1 and Corinthians with 10 and 9 points.
And Carol, it's nice for us to watch this booyah from the before team. They got a booyah in the 3rd round. In Bermuda as well, and they scored 22 points in that match. Now 21 points with the booyah in this match. It seems like before is settling themselves as maybe the best team in Bermuda.
Yes, probably they have passed already metagame. Like we started this match talking about how good the metagame was, but also talking about the beginning of the match, we have to give Team 1 a big shout out because in Bermuda map they got the worst of their performances so far since last weekend, of course. So at least 15 of their points, they only got 15 points in Bermuda, but they started very fresh and very good today, wiping even the best team of Free Fire Brazil League, that is Fluxo team.
And we are now watching the second wave of points for this 3rd map of the day, and maybe those 9 points saved the 1st position for Los Grandes on the rankings.
Yeah. Each point counts.
Each point counts. And metagaming with only 1 point, even if they were the best team in the 1st week in Bermuda, they might have dropped the rankings way too high, Carol.
Each point counts, but not in the case of Fluxo team that in this last match didn't point not even one single point. And also Furia team that were the winners of the last match, they got a little bit cursed in this in Bermuda map right now, and they only scored 1 point that I'm pretty much sure was just for the kill.
It was just for the no. They were
Oh
in
no,
the
they
10th
went
place.
in the 10th place.
They
yeah,
were in the
yeah,
10th
yeah,
place.
yeah.
They ain't
one
got
point.
no kills. They just got the positioning. And now we have the score, we have the standings, we have the rankings for us to see what happened in this map. Los Grandes kept their
like you
first
said.
place, and Vivo Cade got the best of Corinthians. Team 1 jumping up the rankings, climbing up the rankings, getting to the 100-point mark. And Santos, they need to improve the game. But look at before, Carol. Before got to the sixth place. They are closing in on Team Coda Solid, and they are only 11 points behind the Fluxo team that started the day as the doorkeepers for the top 4. That top 4 that was really balanced at the start of the day.
And let's point it out that most of the players from Group A and Group C are in the left side of our table, inside of the top 12, except for Santos. As we can see, they only got 95 points. But our table, it's been dominating the top 12 by the groups A and Group C, which is very good to watch. I'm pretty much sure Group B will come tomorrow with a lot of, they will come with madness and hunger to be also inside of the top 12. So if things were balanced in our table last weekend, I'm pretty much sure right now things will get even more excited to watch, because each point counts, each position, each kill point counts, and these guys are even more excited to get in the top.
They are willing to do it all to get to the top 12 and reach the next phase of the Brazilian Free Fire League. But Carol, we are resetting our maps. We're going back to Purgatory. We had an exciting end to the first Purgatory map of the day. What do you expect for the next map?
Well, the first Booyah was from Corinthians, the second on Fury team, and right now for B4 team. So what we have seen until the third Booyah was that position. It is everything for these guys. Of course, a little bit of lucky, more kills, but Corinthians, Fury, and before, they only got their Booyahs because of their final positionings. Corinthians, the first one, they didn't score more than the second and the third place in the Purgatory map, but they got the Booyah because of their best position in the late stages of the game, and the same goes to Fury, Team, and Kelly Harris. So, in the reset game in Purgatory, I'm expecting to see who is going to be the best team positioning in the late stages of the game. And everything is about of where the safe zone will shrink. So we will see. We will have this by the third time of in Purgatory map.
And it's a fight for the middle of the map, right? We know that the spot right in the middle is where you have the best rotation ways to keep yourself in the middle of the safe zone. And if we do have this battle for the positioning, we might have some early game fights in the middle of the map, right?
And I tell you what, I'm crazy about the early fights. I'm crazy to see who is going to be the last survivor, because even though you have early damage in your team, you can get the Booyah. That's exactly what happened with Cruzeiro last season. They only got 2 players alive by the late stages of the game, and they got the Booyah. So let's see who is the best of the best here. It doesn't matter if you got the best team, but the great abilities, as these guys here, they got the best abilities for killing, and Mammoth is still leading on kill with 33 points, followed by MTS, who is going to play tomorrow, and let's see if he will come to chase the first position of the MVP. But also Rafa X, like you said before this last match, you said that he joined again the list in the top 5,
and this time was with the grenades.
Yes, was the grenade. He took down the whole team of Fury team with one single grenade.
Go B!
But also, look who joined the list was Nando 9.
Nando 9.
Looks like it's your favorite one. So
I like snipers. I like snipers, and Nando 9 is an awesome sniper, because it's tough for you to see a sniper who gets a huge number of kills Snipers are players who get strategic kills to get their teams in a better positioning for the rush on top of the opposing teams. But Nando9 is leading a good Vivocade team in kills, so it's fun to see a sniper playing like that. But you know what else is fun?
But talking about the strategy, Marcelo, what about we take this strategy? We go for a break right now, and then we get hydrated and ready for the next match.
I like it. I like this strategy. It's needed, and we will be right back. And now, the NT10 team is running over loud, but will put Victor down.
Ooh.
Kronos goes down as well. Noda is down, and maybe, just maybe, a one-on-one to the side of the map. Bonsai against Kawan. The teams are wasting all of their healing kits. And Will goes against Bonsai, and he gets the kill. Shinez is going to try to run Will over. Woo! Will gets one more down. Kawan gets to help. And one more kill for Will. It's Booyah for life! We are back live, and it's time for us to watch the fourth map of the day. We are resetting and coming back to the Purgatory map, and we started the day with Team Liquid leading the stats on this map, but Corinthians was in the fourth place and they got the booyah. The second place was taken by the Team 1 team in the first match, and they were having some average results in Purgatory map. Do you expect those two teams to maybe try and play a similar game for this fourth map of the day, Carol?
Yes, of course. They wanted to keep their points, and right now, like I said, each point counts, each position, every single thing they do in the maps counts for them. Especially Furia team, they are known to be one of the most aggressive, but looks like the game style very aggressive for them haven't worked very well. And it is important for them to try to keep a low profile right now if they wanted to keep climbing up in the table.
Let's illustrate this with the standings, with the rankings. And I need to say, Carol, you have a few sentences that you use that are very triggery to me. Like you said, that every little thing I do, it gets me to the NSYNC state. I can't not think about every little thing I do.
I don't know this
Never
one.
seen me enough for you.
Director, please.
You don't remember NSYNC? Oh my god, I'm getting too old. But as you said, we have teams trying to climb the ladders. Corinthians is trying to fight for the lead against Los Grandes and Vivo Kate. Fluxo got left a little bit behind, and Team 1 is back on the fight. They had the last place in starting the day today, and now they got 3 nice matches, and the best map they have is coming up once again.
Yeah, and the things between the 7th place until the where Santos stand right now, it's everything very close. So Furia team with their Booyah, they were in the 7th position, but right now Metagame took their place. So they should watch out for these little things, these little points, and try to avoid the early battles. That's what happened with them. They lost one of the players in the early stages where Santos came in the observatory call, but right now in the Purgatory, where they have a great game style, maybe they should get a low profile, like I said. But also Metagame start very good in the Purgatory map, right?
Definitely.
And let's see if Santos can change their game right now, because looks like they are not getting any points. God, who is the team from Group B, it's 1 point behind them, and right now it is the moment for the teams from Group C open big gaps ahead of the other teams, open numbers difference between them, and try to get that solid position in the table. Otherwise, the other teams will reach their position.
Definitely. And you talked about Santos not being able to score any points. They started the day with 81 points, and now they got 95. It's only 14 points in 3 maps for the Santos team. They got first bloods. They tried to get to the end of the games, but they are still scoring really low, and it may be some signs of a bad season for Santos, because they have more matches played than teams that are in front of him in the table. So it's tough for you to have more maps played, to have more chances of scoring some points, and teams that are not playing, that are stuck with those 12 maps they played in the first week.
Well, they actually should learn from Corinthians, because if you remember last weekend, before Corinthians reached the top, they were climbing very slowly, getting always in the last in the end of the matches, always in the top 5, top 3, getting points for killing. The consistency of the teams took them to the top right now, and they are in the top 3, of course. And that's maybe what the other teams should learn from Corinthians, to keep a great consistency, stay out of the trouble. If you're not ready to have a big fight, just stay calm, keep a low profile, and get in the late stages of the game, because right now, where you get more points, it's for the position.
What I like about the Corinthians team style of play is that they also always drops in a place that is near the edge of the first safe zone, usually around the center of the map, not in the center but around it, and in a place that will probably be an edge for some of the most important safe zones of the game, the safe zones that bring all the teams together, and they stand their ground waiting for the teams coming from outside and getting the kills with the great positioning they have. With that, they get to the late stages of the game, they guarantee a good positioning in the tables, and they get a few kills from the teams coming in from the edges of the map at all. So it seems like a safe game, a safe and smart game that gives you the kills and gives you the positioning. But Carol, it seems like we are positioned to do something else. We are positioned to open our wings and take flight, because, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight, R4D4, heading straight to Purgatory. Loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because I'm your Captain Marcel Fantini, and by my side is my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, so it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, animals, pets, and insects, be ready to land in the amazing island of Purgatory map, and things here are about to get very interesting. We are seeing the Mapleworks, Fields, Moat House, Itzky Lodge, and even Brasilia, all the way from Brazil here in the Purgatory map.
Bye,
And
Brasilia!
let's see if the teams are ready to get very ready for the game, especially Fluxo team that got Japa BKR. There are only 2 points left for reaching the mark of 300 kill points in Free Fire Brazilian League history.
He might reach it in this map, Carol. He might reach it in this map.
He's a little bit slow. He's taking his time.
He's taking his time. But what is not slow is the fight between the Netshoes Miners team and Metagaming. Netshoes Miners team not having a good day. They are not being able to keep themselves alive and reach the late stages of the game. But Metagaming seems to be taking off. They seem to be going away from this fight because it looks like that they ain't got no weapons. Only Kawe has got the AUG, and now EGZin trying to find and reach the players. They will be rushing in the Metagaming team. It seems like Cebolinha wants to play the aggressive game. He is trying to get the better positioning and close the outside route. But Pão is the one who gets the first blood on Modestia. Team Coda Solid get the first kill, and now Vivocade is fighting with only 3 players for the whole game. Since the second minute of the game, they will need to fight with only 3 players, Carol.
Well, this is going to be a little bit hard for them because
A little bit of Monica in my life.
Because we know they need every single player to get in the late stages of the game if they want to win. I mean, kind of, because we already seen great things that have impressed us here. But this ability of Team Coda Solid come with a low experience from Serie E, and right now getting inside of the Serie A, it is every single thing that we need to watch today. But looks like everything seems very calm in the neighborhood of Brasilia.
Maybe not that calm, because B4 is getting to the neighborhood, and they might come in trying to be the owners of the street. For you to know, for you guys who know Monica's gang, they want to take the Limoeiro street.
I like that expression, and yes, good times, right?
I love Monica's gang. Monica's gang is a comic book, for you guys who don't know, that built the Brazilian educational system. Because if you're not educated at home, if you're not educated at your school, you will get educated from Monica's gang. Thank you, Mauricio de Souza.
Oh, well, we are in the half middle of, I mean, not a half middle, or is half or is the middle, but we are in the half part of our competition here today. This is the last map of Purgatory of this Saturday. It looks like B4 it's about to engage with Metagaming, getting some few port shots.
And Metagaming is getting pushed since the beginning of the game. They could not hold their drop call in Brasilia. They are being pushed away since the beginning of the game, but now it seems like they got to a place where they can try and fight the best fight against before right now. But Corinthians inside the car now going.
Having a replacement. So
Having a replacement.
Gelo is on and Leozinho is off. This
Maybe
is the time where the coach learn a little bit more about the game and try to set a plan B, maybe. But what is going to be set right now, it is a fight between Team 1 and Furia.
And Furia on the open field in the bridge. They have no cover and they have to fight Team 1 all in the open. They got lots and lots of damage going on and they had to retreat because they were going to lose players. Nice defense by Drizzy on the side of the bridge. He took his time and made Furia retreat. And now the teams from the Black Panther will need to... the players from the Black Panther team will need to think of another way to cross that bridge, Carol.
When you say about the Black Panther, I think about Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. And it's taking forever, it's the 2 last kills of Japa BKR to getting the 300 marks of kills in Free Fire Brazilian League. But I'm pretty much sure by the end of this match we will gonna find great things. But what is more great right now is that Metagame got his player Kawe, who has only 6 kills in Free Fire Brazilian League, but he's leading the top of the 4th best in damage.
He is dealing damage. He's getting lots and lots of assists in the map, and he is helping this team. It's what I was talking about last week. The players that support the players who get the most kills. We have it happens on Los Grandes with Rafa X that is now getting to the board in also kills. We have this going on in Corinthians. We have this going on with tons of teams that those players who turn off their lights to let some other teammates shine. And those are the most important players in the game, in my opinion, because they make their team grow even if they don't show themselves.
Of course, it is also important to have the front line, but more important than have a good front line is to have the assistance, like you said, because they get the damage, they get the ground ready for you to go and rush.
And that's why I'm liking Nando 9's season.
Because of the sniper usage and how good he's with the assistance, right?
He's the one who makes the opposing teams lose their focus on the rushing players. We see that God getting easy kills. We see the other players from Vivocade getting easy kills because Nando 9 is doing such an amazing support job with the snipers that he allows the other players from their team get a few more kills, but he's doing his job so well that he's getting more kills than his teammates.
Of course, and he just joined the MVP list, but who's not joined the safe zone? So far, it is Fluxo team, Vivocade, and Team Coda Solid.
Fluxo is playing the safe game today, right, Carol? They are playing by the edges of the safe zone.
And that explains why that's explained because they were in the very beginning of last weekend in the top, and right now they have been losing for Los Grandes, Vivocade, and they wanted to be back in the top, so they have to keep a low profile. But looks like Team Coda Solid and Vivocade is not, maybe.
They might have a meeting set by the edges of the safe zone in the campsite near the lumber mill as well, near the river between the campsite and
they are in number disadvantage, right?
Vivocade is in the number disadvantage. They are the only team who lost a player right in the beginning of the match, but Team Coda Solid has to fight from inside the safe zone.
Don't you think they have been waiting for Team Coda Solid to get the payback?
It seems like they did it, and they got boned down because Nando 9 has the aim. He has the sights. Dude is playing like a madman. And now he gets a few shots going in. He has some damage from the safe zone, taking his toll on him. And now Team Coda Solid using the car to escape right there. And now the famous Brazilian saying that exchanged lead doesn't hurt.
Of course. And I mean, they just got their payback, right? And right now, Team Coda Solid might have to change their rotation because they are also in number disadvantage compared to the other teams.
And we may have a fight coming in also on the edges of the safe zone between Fluxo and Los Grandes, Carol.
And this is going to be a very big, very grande game of style to watch around here because Fluxo team, we already know they are the winners. They are the best of Free Fire Brazilian League so far. But Los Grandes, it's leading our rankings. And they will come for each one of these guys. And I don't know about you, but it seems like
I don't know about you, but I know about us.
Oh,
It's the
another
only
song.
way we know how
I
to
don't know
rock.
about you, but I'm feeling 22. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. Anyways, but looks like team Los Grandes, they don't fear anything. They are so aggressive. They have a very aggressive game style, and they are always ready to fight.
They are always ready to fight. They are playing the aggressive game, as you said, Carol. And that is paying off for Los Grandes. Two players in the top 3 of the MVP run. Mamute leading the MVP run and Rafa X in the 3rd place. And Fluxo had 2 players in the top 5 that were Nobru and Cias. However, they are dropping game after game, right?
They are dropping game after game. But I want to know what time, what is the alarm of Japa BKR set to get their his 2 final kills to reach the mark of 300?
You're such a trigger for me. You said, I want to know, how can you not think of, have you ever seen the rain?
Looks like a little bit of karaoke
I didn't come with a little bit,
happening.
and I can only think of Lou Bagger right now.
A word and a song. There
A
we
word
go.
and a song. We will do it like that. I will cast this whole game
That's
with
how we roll.
this is how we roll. Whoa, whoa. This is Florida Georgia line.
Oh damn.
And now we have the fight coming in for Pain Gaming and Team Coda Solid that was trying to leave the battlefield against Vivocade, but they got into Pain Gaming's net. But Rafa also having the fight between Los Grandes and Fluxo. Rafa already put Cias on the floor. We have 2 fights going in at the same time. 12 minutes on the clock and no teams out of the game. Only 2 players out of the game right now. And Fluxo bringing back Cias to the match. And Japa maybe looking for those 2 kills he needs to reach the 300 mark. He's healing himself. It may be this fight, Carol. It may be this fight for us to reach the first player with 300 kills in Brazilian Free Fire League. And he has 2 players on his side. Let's go, Japa BKR. Get to the mark.
We like to see the break records around here in Free Fire Brazilian League, and this is going to be one of the times that Japa BKR will be the only player so far in Free Fire Brazilian League to reach the mark of 300 kills. And I don't know about you, but I'm very excited to watch.
I'm very excited. I want to see that mark being set. We know that the Brazilian Free Fire League is growing day after day after day after day, and Japa BKR is a name that's been present since day one. But now we have the fight going on. Team Coda Solid and Pain Gaming back is down for Team Coda Solid, and now they are trying to fight Ney, who is rappelling to the other side of the match. Kaique puts V-Team down with a headshot, and Team Coda Solid is the first one to go back to the lobby. Finally, Team Coda Solid having a not as good as we expected match. Team Coda Solid becoming one of the strong teams in this season, but now living in the 12th place. Nando9 finds the head of Memgod and brings it down. Also putting Phil down. What is Nando9 doing? However, we were watching the Pain Gaming players coming in for the fight, and Kaique stealing the kill from Nando9. Also trying to find the kill on BL, and BL trying to fight back. We have B4 and Netshoes Miners team also fighting, but Corinthians with the fight. We have a 3-team fight going on right now, and it will become a 4-5 team fight.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go for the action and let's go for the slaughtering, Marcelo.
The Vivocade team players coming in to fight that got over there trying to kill Nicholas. We have General in the middle of the house. 2 players over there for Vivocade that got taken a little damage, and IG's in trying to kill Drax, and he puts Drax down. General finishes it with the grenade. We have Santos and Team 1 fighting on the other side of the map. Cebolinha could not get a kill. He puts Thiago down, but he is put down by other players. The Netshoes Miners team is out of the match. And now Vivocade trying to fight B4 over there. That got two kills. Triple kill for Nando 9. And BL got also getting the kill. Lobato was put down by the safe zone. And now the fight going in, happening inside the safe zone with a long distance for Vivocade team to go back to the safe zone. They will need to use some health kits and try to fight without getting noticed that they are coming from inside the safe zone, and this safe zone will start causing lots and lots of damage, Carol.
Yes, and the damages are counting here, but not as much as we like to watch Japa PKR, because he's about to take down Los
BL,
Grandes.
he's going for BL. And Fak is also doing a great job, but Mamute puts Ciaz down. We have the fight going in between Los Grandes and the Fluxo team. And Nobru with the grenade, putting Mamute down. Mamute once again eliminates Ciaz, but the grenade's coming in from Nobru. He has been doing a good job in this whole season with the grenades, and he eliminates Mamute. He sends Mamute back to the lobby, and we have 7 teams remaining with 17 players.
Wow.
So lots of teams with without the full squad.
Yeah.
And maybe
Whoa!
Japa BKR got the kill. And we are waiting. We are waiting for you, Japa. One more, guy. One more, my man. And Corinthians fighting against before. They eliminate before. And now the Fluxo team also getting to the fight. Vivocade is out of the match. Nobru gets the kill on Nando as well. Corinthians with 6 kills against Fluxo with 4 kills. And we also have Santos remaining in this match, and 1 player from Team 1. Now Fawn gets the kill, and Santos gets to the kill leading place. Autobot trying to eliminate, but Corinthians also fighting.
Are they only team with the full squad, Santos?
Santos is the only team with the full squad.
Ooh, it's the time for them to get a booyah. It's now or
It's
never.
their chance for the booyah. Now Santos have the advantage, the numbers advantage. 3 teams remaining, only 8 players. And now Gelo getting shot, and Rush gets the kill. Triple kill for Rush as well.
8.
Only Ousado and Razur remaining for Santos, but Razur is on the ground and he is out of the game. The safe zone got the best of him. Santos with 4 players against 1 player from Team 1 and Ousado from Corinthians. Fawn is on the ground. Ousado trying to fight and keeping himself alive, but the grenades are coming in and he is out of the game. The Corinthians team gets to the 2nd place. Only 1 player from Team 1 remaining, and he will get trampled. He will get rushed for wins. Booyah! Santos! Finally, the Santos team gets their first booyah for the season, and there's only 1 team remaining, Carol.
That's what I said. It's now or never for Santos to get their first booyah. And once again, Marcelo, was all about position. So if you are in a good position in the late stage of the game, the teams eventually will come around and you can get your kills and your final points for position. So yes, good for Santos. They are ready now, lefting only Team Liquid with no booyahs in this season. And congratulations for Fun, Rush, PH, Autoboot, Maelen, Lucky God, and Dudu FX with their first booyah in Free Fire Brazilian League Season 5.
And Carol, we've been talking about positioning a lot in the maps. We are seeing that every map we had so far in this day, in this round, for the Brazilian Free Fire League was won by a team that took control of the center of the safe zone and fought to the end. Isn't it being supported by the fact that the teams are playing the slow game?
Yes, we can say that, because it is important to play a slow game, to have a balance of the game, you know, to watch for every single thing that happens around them. Especially teams that didn't get a booyah like Santos, they had to have a good position in the late stages of the game, otherwise they wouldn't get this booyah right now. But also, it is good to have the advantage of kills, which help them so much right now. Like I said, eventually the teams will come around you and you can steal kills, you can bother the other fights and get the booyah. And this booyah goes to Santos with 22 points.
10 kills for them in the map. Finally, Santos showing up and getting the kills in the maps. Santos started the day with 23 kills in 12 maps. In one map, they got 10 kills. Finally, they showed up with the aggressive plays, with the control of the center of the map, with the control of the positioning. It finally happened for Santos, right?
Finally. And the MVP for this last match was
Russian Fawn, 4 kills.
With 4 kills, and Fawn also. And
Fawn also with 4 kills.
That was from Santos. That was great.
They needed those kills, and now we are going to check the standings to see what happened to Santos. They had 95 points and they needed some points to climb the rankings, and they reached the 9th place.
From the 14th place, they went all the way from the 9th place. So right now we got all the teams from Group A and Group C inside of the top 12, which it is everything, but nothing more than Santos. They climbed so much, they worked so quickly, and with this 22 points helped them to make a difference. That's what I said before, from the 7th place until where Santos were standing, there were just a couple of points difference, and with 22 points helped Santos to climb all the way from the 14th place to the 9th place, which it is very good. But also we seen before they're climbing with more points that helped them, and also Pain Gaming.
The thing that I want to point out, Carol, is that Santos now has got 39 kills. It took them.
The first week.
It took them 15 maps to reach 29 kills and 1 to get to 39. Does the Santos team need to learn a few things from this map and maybe not try to what we've seen a lot in Kalahari, by the way, the map that we are going in? Santos trying to fight for the oil rig position against before. We may have this fight once again. Santos playing the game, the smart game of getting to a place where they think that the safe zone will go to and defend that place.
Well, answer your question, I would say kind of, because for those who saw the standings, Natural Miners, they are right now in the 12th place. They also got 39 points for killing, and we saw that the last week they got their first booyah, and this was the first time. That was the first time that Santos got their first booyah, and took them, like you said, 15 rounds to get 39 kill points. But if we compare the both teams, Natural Miners, they got the first booyah last week and they only have 39 points. Yes, so each single thing counts around here, and this is an unsure answer because we never know what is going to happen, but you know, it is what it is.
We have to talk about Netshoes Miners, but we will do it after 3 minutes, because we gotta hydrate, prepare the throats, prepare the voice, because there are 2 more maps coming and you won't be crazy to miss it. We will be right back, right, Carol?
Right.
The Santos team also in the fight. Rafa and Mamute once again using the grenades. Lucky puts Rafa down finally, and Mamute brings Rafa back. My God, what is this? Los Grandes Team Squad doing 14 kills for the 2 players. Welcome back to the Brazilian Free Fire League Season 5. The LBFF is on its way. And I myself, Fantini, my hair looks like Chicken Little Rooster. And now I have Carol Bombshell, my co-pilot, once again by my side. Carol, are you ready for the fifth map?
Oh, I'm not. I don't think I'm ready right now because things happened that I wasn't expected here today, and
Like
I'm
my
not.
hair looking like Chicken Little.
And I'm not so ready to see if more things that I was not expecting it's going to happen. But I am always curious.
I'm always curious, and we will have a hot fifth map because we are having such a good balance today, right? Teams getting to the top places in maps, like Team Coda Solid. They got the first 3 maps in a good positioning, and right started the second round, the second turn, going back to the last place. But now we have the control tower talking to me. The voice from beyond is talking to me, and he's saying it's time for us to take off. Let's go.
Buckle up and let's go.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R4D5, getting ready and straight to the Kalahari Desert. Loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, cause it's time for you, for me, for Carol to drop!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again in the hottest map of Free Fire Brazilian League. Let's landing right now in Kalahari map, and you know what happened in Kalahari map. The most predicted first fight, it is between Santos and
it will happen again. It will happen again. I can't take it anymore. It will happen again. The shots are already coming in, and Santos and the B4 team are fighting for the oil rig once again. But now we might have another team coming in for this fight. But Rush is down. Iago has already eliminated 2 players from Santos. They have to run for their lives. Autobot remaining, and also one more player. We have 1 kill to each side, not 2 players from Santos. 1 player from Santos, and R7 is out for the B14, and they will keep fighting for the oil rig, Carol.
And this is a fight we already have. We already know that it's going to happen, but what is going on here today is the replacement that the coach did. So Randall is on the game. We know that Randall is a newbie, and he had proved us he got the experience and the rhythm of Free Fire Brazilian League.
And now we are watching the fight going on once again. Ice coming in already in the game. Iago is blinded by the flashbang, and now the Santos players are rushing in the B4 team. Autobot's trying to reach Randall over there while he fights Fawn, and he takes lots and lots of damage, but he stays alive like the BGs. Autobot trying to rush and find some place for him to fight the B4 players who use the ice really well, and nice play from Fawn. He got the engage, but Iago also trying to put it down. Randall puts Autobot to the floor, and there's only 1 player from Santos remaining. He puts a player from the B4 team down, but Randall shows up with Lobato. And Santos, you got the booyah, but you got the last place because you chose to fight the same fight once again, Carol.
And before only remained with 3 players, but well done because they got a squad wiper over Santos. And we know that it's not always the same way. Sometimes Santos got a squad wipe over before, but I mean, it is the really wise choice for Santos right now. Once they got their first booyah, I don't think they should always engage like that with before. But I don't think I'm not gonna be the one to tell that Santos or before should choose another call. But if I were one of their opponents, like Team 1, they are very close to them, knowing that always happen, I will come and try to steal few kills.
A few kills, definitely. I thought it was going to happen in this map because Fluxo dropped a few inches away, watching from the top view of the map to the north of the fight, and I thought Fluxo would try to get some kills in that predictable fight that we were watching from Santos and before every time we get to Kalahari. It happened twice in the second day of matches, right in the round 2.
But
and it happened once again 2 times today, Carol.
if you were one of the players from Team 1 or maybe Fluxo team, would you come to enjoy the fight between B4 and Santos?
Definitely, definitely. I would try to find some sniper rifles and set my players with a nice view of the remaining bodies on the floor. And now we have someone with a nice view from the bodies on the floor, and it's Mem God using the auto sniper and trying to find some shots, while B4 and Corinthians also fighting, but Team 1 has a player on the ground. It's Azai once again, and Field helping Mem God with the sniper, but the danger zone may have saved Team 1, Carol. The danger zone is on top of Furia and and not on Team 1. Team 1 is free of the danger zone, and Furia will have to take over, or else they might go out wiped by the danger zone.
And we know that the danger zone is also on the run to be the MVP for the season. Got a quite a while. Oh, and B4 is back in the lobby.
B4 is back on the lobby. Netshoes, Miners, and Corinthians doing the job. And meanwhile, Furia also trying to wipe the Team 1. They already got the first kill. They already sent the first Team 1 player back to the lobby, while we have Fluxo fighting Pain Gaming, but they might get flanked without knowing it. Rick playing the sacrificial lamb over there, playing the decoy, while the Pain Gaming team tries to flank, but Japa BKR might be aware of that, and he might also try and flank the Pain Gaming team, but the rotation is nice from Pain. They might surprise the Fluxo team.
But just a quickly observation, just
Please.
recapitulating. Do you think that was good for B4 and Santos? Because B4 is also back in the lobby right
They
now.
are also back on the lobby. It's proving the theory that fight is not good for them. And Kaique puts 2 players down for the Pain Gaming team against the Flux Nobru. Once again with the grenade, putting the first player down. Japa BKR, he gets the kill. It might be the 300th one. He puts back 0-0 on the floor once again. He just needs to finish it. Finish it, Japa. Do it. Just do it. And he finishes Rick. We got to the 300 kills for Japa BKR. It's an amazing mark for a player who helped build the community and the championship in Brazil, right, Carol?
And it is now 301 because he got 2 kills over the Pain Game squad. But yes, Marcelo, that's beautifully said. It is a great mark for a player that helped to build this beautiful scenario and competitive that we have today. So congratulations to Japa BKR right now.
It's an honor to be able to call that kill, to be able to call this match, and it's nice to I've got to thank everyone in the Free Fire community for the reception I'm having, and it's amazing to be able to get to this community and call such a kill. It's a nice moment for us as fans of the game, and for me as a caster of this match. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this nice mark from Japa BKR.
It is a very nice mark, and I want to know who got the guts to take this out of his hand, because I don't know if that's quite possible right now. He is the only one, and I will check that and I will bring that information maybe tomorrow. But yes, great things from Japa BKR right now, and he's definitely non-stop.
He is unstoppable. He is one of the hugest names in the Brazilian Free Fire scene, and it's nice to see such a great player get to that mark, get that the recognition from that mark, Carol. The recognition, sorry.
Yeah, and this is Mark, the LBFF history, breaking another record, and I don't know if we can relate LBFF without saying Japa BKR. But one thing we can relate, it is the danger zone, and
Fight inside the danger zone.
it is about to happen something really bad with the Furia team, because they are daring to be inside of the danger zone.
I don't think you were born when this song became a hit. I've been through the danger zone. This is Top Gun, one of the best movies from the Tom Cruise career.
I have never heard about that.
This is an amazing movie. It's an 80s movie, sorry. I'm too old for this. But now Furia and Team 1 fighting. And MemGod once again trying to get the prize of best skin in the match. Using the Dino Chicken skin. And now we might find ourselves in the middle of a three-way fight, Carol.
And it's been almost 10 minutes and we only got 9 teams alive. And who is very alive right now, it's Metagaming that chose another time to be in that same position. Remember that in the late stage of the game they had to climb down and they were killed one by one. So it is a good position, but also try to set your timer to know where is the best time to climb down.
The best time,
exactly.
But they did a good job with their positioning in the first day, in the first round of games. We had Metagaming dominating the center of the map on the top of that tower. And now it seems like Corinthians is trying to do the same, using the high ground to fight Furia. MemGod is on the floor. Zenak finishes MemGod, but BLGod finds a headshot on Zenak. And now it brings the fight back to Furia. Corinthians and Furia fighting each other. And now Ousado trying to spot some players, trying to find the fight that they want. Corinthians already got 3 kills. They helped wiping the B14 that got weakened by that early game fight.
Yes, and something very interesting to see.
And look at Vivocade and Netshoes Miners. Sorry, Carol, I have to interrupt you because Netshoes Miners came with anger on its eyes, with fire in their eyes. And now they are fighting VK General, trying to find the best place. He put Vitin down, and now the grenades are coming in. The grenades from General, he puts Vitin back to the lobby. But Natividade brings 2 kills! What is Natividade doing with the grenades? He finds the Kobe, he finds the 2 kills, and now Modestia have to fight for its life. Cebolinha coming in, Modestia finds the headshot. Nando 9 and General also helping, but Natividade with the grenade once again. Nativa is good with the grenades, and he puts Nando 9 down! What is Natividade doing? Once again with the grenades! He wiped the whole Vivocade team!
No way, Jose.
Natividade Brian! God, oh my God, the quadra kill for Natividade! We have another fight going in. We have another. I have to cut in the Carol commentary once again. I'm sorry, Carol. I'll not do this all the time, but we have another fight coming in. Metagaming and maybe Team 1 over there, Carol.
I not even tried to say anything. Once I saw Metagame coming, I was like, okay, not my cut. So go ahead, Marcelo, and say it. But, oh yeah, of course. Natividade, who is known to be one of the kings of solo style here in Free Fire Brazilian League, he always tries to bring the best of his can because he is a good player with his team, but also a good individual player.
And Dus is also a good sniper. He found the head from Pão and he put Pão on the floor, and it's not good to have Pão on the floor because
not at all.
It brings insects and cockroaches and stuff like that. So keep your Pão inside the bag.
But what we wanted to keep bringing here is some action, and looks like the players that came all the way from Serie B together. Los Grandes and Team Coda Solid are about to face off and have a battle.
They will have a battle. Mamute is coming in, trying to do the rush, trying to do the better positioning for the exchange, while Rafa tries to get some information for the exchange. He uses the window, but Nicolas wipes Team 1 with the grenade, and Rafa X and Gus trying to use the grenades, but Gus eliminated himself with the grenade. He took himself down with the grenade, while the two teams try to fight. Ney is exposed from behind, and a nice play from Rafa, but he cannot get the takedown. He uses once again the window, puts the ice on the window, and Ney is on the ground. Rafa using the shotgun, and he will try to leave the house. He takes control of the house, and another fight is going on. Nahafa eliminates Ney once again. Mamute is back on the fight. All the ice that Team Los Grandes have, they are using to try and reach the other side of the window. Ooh. But Phil God reaches the red shot, and now 2 players down for Los Grandes. 7 teams remaining and only 15 players, Carol. Once again, lots of players eliminated, but no teams eliminated.
Yeah, at least most of the teams got damage in their squad, but not Corinthians. They got the full squad and 6 points for killing and try to annihilating Furia team right now.
Team Coda Solid and Netshoes Miners are out of the game, and now Furia may be out of the game as well because Corinthians is rushing. Corinthians is coming in with the better positioning, but Ousado dropped down, and he may have lost the edge on the Furia team.
And Furia team looks like they are going to be sent back to the lobby because they are down to 2, but all in a very big sandwich.
A very big sandwich, and the grenade's coming in, and it reaches it reaches Gus. He didn't know that Gus was there, but Gelo uses the grenade once again and puts Gus back on the lobby. 4 teams remaining, 8 players, only Corinthians with the full squad. Nobru remaining for Fluxo, and he may fight. What a shot from Zanak! What a kill from Zanak! 2 players remaining, Los Grandes back on the lobby. Metagaming and Corinthians. Metagaming with 2 players. Corinthians with all 4 players remaining. Nicolas the grenades puts Rajur on the floor once again. Rajur is helped by Gelo. Ousado is over there. He will try to flank the metagame team. A nice fight to win the game. Nicolas using the submachine gun to try and get the kills. He puts Ousado on the floor. Gelo with the shotgun. He eliminates Nicolas. Only 1 player remaining for metagaming, and it's Booyah! Corinthians! The double Booyah coming in for Corinthians, and they are fighting for the lead. 3 in the season, 2 in the day.
It is right now a triple Booyah for Corinthians because they already got the first Booyah last weekend, and right now a double Booyah in 2-day matches. So well done for Corinthians that's starting the season very hungry for the kill, very hungry for the trophy, because I don't know if you guys watched it last season in the finals. Corinthians was right on time to be the winner, but some of the teams didn't agree with that. So right now it is a chance for Corinthians, always in the right now in the classifications, to get in the very first place in the final. So well done for Corinthians. That had to get a lot of courage and guts to play in that small space there in the hills, in the rockets, because was really hard, but was not so hard to get 24 points for a killing, followed by Metagame that got 13 points, and it is actually a big amount of points compared to the second and the third place, and Corinthians got 24, Metagame 13, Los Grandes 11 points, Fluxo team 11, Fury team 10, and Netshoes minus 10 points. And the MVP for this last match was Hazuri with 4 points for Corinthians.
And Carol, those 24 points for Corinthians are the second best mark in the season. The first one is 26 points by Corinthians. They are dominating Kalahari, and they made the sniper rifle map become the grenade map.
And actually, this is a very this Corinthians breaking his own records, right? But the team that got the highest score in a match, every record in Free Fire Brazilian League Season 5, it is Pain Gaming. They got it the first match in the second round. So yes, of course, that was a glorious day for Corinthians today. Maybe we'll see how it's going to be the performance around here in the last match, but good job and well done, Corinthians.
Just one map that did not went that good for Corinthians. It was the third map of the day. However, once again, a solid day for Corinthians and a bad comeback after the Booyah for Santos, right?
And I talk about the MVP from this last match, and I said that was Hazuri with 4 points, but also Natividade that, I mean,
That's
he
what-
did
and
a
Zenak got to-
a
for
good
this as
job with the grenades. I mean, he's using the grenades so beautifully, and I said he's the king of the solo style, and that's what he's doing. He's helping his team a lot with his solo style, and you know, that's good to have a player so unique in your team like that.
And we also got Zenak with 4 kills in the game. So 3 players sharing the MVP for the map. And let's see how this map changed the standings for our rankings. Let's see if Corinthians got the first place, and they did it. They got to the first place. They passed through Los Grandes, who didn't have a good result in this map. And now Corinthians leading LBFF, maybe reaching 200 points in the last map of the day.
They're closer and closer of the 200 points. And I'm pretty much sure they can get that in the last match. Even though they don't get the Booyah, they can get enough points by positioning and kill points to reach the mark of the 200 points. And that's what I said about open big gaps ahead of the other teams, because Corinthians belong to the Group C. Of course, they are going to play tomorrow, and they also will get the opportunity to keep playing, scoring more points. But players from Group A should have this conscious about that like Fluxo team is not having a good day today. They started very good the last weekend, but today would be a great day for them to climb up a little bit in the table. But even though Los Grandes, Vivocade, and Corinthians are leading our rankings around here, Marcelo.
And the thing is, Corinthians may reach the 200-point mark
Yes.
for this next map, which brings us to an average of 50 points per day for Corinthians.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have the teams from Group B and Group A needing to improve that average to reach to Corinthians. Group B still have 2 matches, 2 days of matches coming in this weekend on Sunday and on Monday. And the only team who will get close to Corinthians if they average the same thing that Corinthians does, 50 points a day, is the SS team, and Team Liquid will get close. So Corinthians is doing an amazing job making that average way too high for some teams that could not get to that average right now, Carol.
But let's talk about the possibility of Los Grandes also get with the mark of 200 points. I don't know if it's that possible, maybe if they can get a lot of points for position and killing, but it is also a little bit closer of Corinthians right now, and anything can happen in this last match, and I'm pretty much sure Los Grandes will come. Maybe they should have come for Corinthians in this last match to take the top again. So let's keep our eyes very open to watch what's going to be the Corinthians game right now in the last match, because what we have seen so far in each one of the teams that got a Booyah today, it's how the position was important for them. All of them were very good positioned in the late stages of the game and got the Booyah. Same goes to Corinthians that did the same exact game right now in this last match.
Would it be a nice strategy for Corinthians to play the safe game in this last map,
Of
to
course.
play the safe zone edge game,
With
to
no doubt.
keep their advantage with the number of kills they have, and play to try and reach the end of the game? They don't need to make that lots of that huge amount of kills, of kill points, to keep themselves on the lead, right?
Yes, only points for positioning will help them. That's why, like you said, it is important and crucial for them right now to get a great position, but not so great as our MVPs around here. And Mamute, he was with 33 kills and right now with 34. Yeah, going a little bit slow and leaving the best for the last minute. And he's followed by MTS. There is no Brew, Rafa X, also from Los Grandes. Nando 9 that joined today our list with his beautiful sniper usage, and also Hazuri. He came all the way from Corinthians.
He got that kill, that sniper kill on Nobru. that probably got him 10 points. Definitely. That was an amazing headshot.
That was a headshot. If not points for killing, definitely for damage, because we know the sniper got the highest for damage right here in Free Fire Brazilian League, right?
And that was a single shot to Nobru's head and wiped the
He must have a
Fluxo team.
headache right
And
now.
it seems that we are getting close to the takeoff. We will not have to stop, Carol. We are going straight to the 6th map, to Bermuda.
No
but
break?
No break. No break like that device that you use for the PC not to turn off when you run out of light. No break, you know. We're going no break.
No, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you
Anyway.
don't know what a no break is.
Let's buckle up because we are coming for match 6, right? The last one today.
Your expectations, Carol, for the map 6?
Well, we already got a double booyah for Corinthians. So Santos in the last match in Bermuda, they got a very special spot in the late stages of the game. So let's see if the teams that already got booyahs today have the same strategy for position. And my expectations right now will go for Fluxo team, because they know the Bermuda map with their own hands. Even though they are not having a good day today, they have studied this game since last season because they are the winners. And let's see if maybe they can close the day with a booyah.
This game, in my opinion, will be the comeback from Vivocade. It's just for you to check out and see. Vivocade got 2 booyahs on Bermuda. We gotta remember that there are 2 booyahs from Vivocade and 2 booyahs from B4 in this map right now. So I believe that Vivocade will come back to this last map.
You know what? We are out of the edge today. We are, because we are betting on Fluxo team and Vivocade, those 2 teams that haven't get any great results here today. So
they are not in a good day, definitely, but I'm betting on the comeback, and I like the 2 you said that went way up on the pitch. I liked it. It's nice. But Carol, Bermuda is a smaller map than what we had in Kalahari, and we might find ourselves in crazy fights right from the beginning, right?
And I like the fights in the very beginning, because we can see who can get the guts to to be in the late stages of the game. And I think this is very important, because like B4 and Santos, okay, it is bad for both teams. They are always fighting over a drop call, but it is also very good for them to know their opponent. So in the first steps, when you get inside of the map, it's good for you to get to know your enemy very well. And that's what we say here. Keep your friends close and closest your enemies.
So, Carol, we got our authorization from the control tower. Are you ready, Carol? Are you ready? Because, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R4D6, heading straight to Bermuda, I'm your commander, Marcelo Fantini, and by my side is my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell. Loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our final destination of this Saturday. I hope you guys have been having a great day, because right now it is time for a snack. So get your popcorn ready, maybe some ice cream, and if you are in Brazil in this winter, just get some blanket and be ready for the last map of today, that is in Bermuda. I'm betting on Fluxo team. Marcelo is betting on Vivocade. So let's see who is right, who is wrong, and who is going also win here today.
Check Vivocade's drop call right now, and Santos and B4 also
Again.
in Bermuda. I can't believe it. Also in Bermuda, they are going at it, trying to take the center of the map once again. And the first player down is from B4. No players eliminated yet, but 1 player down. And now Fawn also goes down, and R7 is back on the ground. 2 players down for B4 and 1 player down for Santos. Rush eliminates Thiago. He is the first blood. 2 players down for B4, and maybe B4 will be the first team out. We have Santos with 2 kills already, and players from B4 trying to run for their lives. Once again, the last player remaining is Randall, and Santos against before using the same drop calls. Why? Why are Juan and Lobato trying to make it personal? Are the players from before expecting to take some kind of advantage early in the game against Santos? Why are they trying to get to the same drop calls as Santos every map, Carol?
It seems very personal right now, of course. I have to check before favorite drop call here, but it looks like they came for Santos this time because Santos usually go to the clock tower drop call, but it seems for me like a payoff because they keep meeting on Kalahari map, and right now they are also meeting here in Bermuda map, but maybe it is a personal thing because we got players that play for Santos last season in before right now, and it is all mixed up, and maybe they have maybe they are not just competing inside of Free Fire Brazilian League but out of that. But let's be clear here, the a health competition, it's only inside of the game. Out of the game, be friends.
Definitely. And let's check this out. You talked about the drop calls. In Bermuda, Santos have 2 drops in Clock Tower and 2 in Renam Village.
Yes, so maybe they came for before. I don't know. Let me just check before. Oh, yeah, in Bermuda. Yeah, so Santos came for before because in Bermuda their favorite drop call of before it is in Clock Tower. So Santos came for before right now, and I think they are playing the not the hide and seek game, but they are trying catch me if you can.
But maybe it's a drop that Santos used to do with Juan and Lobato in the past seasons, right?
Yes, that's why I keep pointing out the thing that Juan and Lobato played for Santos last season, but also they were teammates with Rush, that is also on Santos right now, and maybe they have this rotation. But I don't think right now, in the very early stages of the game, they are doing that by coincidence. They are coming for each other, right?
I think Santos tried to surprise before in this.
Actually, before tries to surprise Santos because Santos goes to Clock Tower.
Yeah, sorry. Before try to surprise Santos, but Santos was well positioned in the Clock Tower, and they got the almost the squad wipe. They left before with just Randall alive. And now we are watching Fluxo playing the Rimnan Village, calls drop spot, and now they are repositioning themselves.
This is going to be hard for Randall to be alive because right now this is the rotation for Fluxo team, and if Fluxo team dream of that Randall is the only one player alive from before, they will come for him for sure with no doubts.
And they definitely have that information because they know that there are only 45 players remaining. So if they heard the shots, if they heard the action going on between Santos and before, they might try to go for the kill on Randall. But now we have Vivo, Kate, and Furia fighting for another spot of the map beyond the bridges. And now they are trying to take Katulishwa. Katulishwa, exactly. That's a nice tongue twister for the casters.
That's what makes us more happy here in Free Fire Brazilian League. You know, to get in challenges that we are not used to. But what's going to be the most hard challenge right now is to watch Furia and Vivocade, because I don't know who's going to win that.
Definitely, we don't know who is going to win that. And Catalishwa is tough to say in Portuguese, in English. While you're twisting your tongue to speak in English, it's even tougher.
Harder.
It's even harder. But now we have the fight going on between Vivocade and Furia. And Nando maybe trying to find some information. We got Modestia also trying to find that information. And the action may not happen right now until they find each other. Meanwhile, we have Team Coda Solid and Metagaming also in that Wild West show-off, showdown. Looking at each other, trying to find information, and Metagaming running through the low ground to find a better positioning and to find some better loot, Carol.
And things have started a little bit slower around here. The only action we got was from B4 and Santos because they are having this personal competition, rivalry, exactly. But as we already predicted, maybe things are start to getting a little bit slow. We have the start of Free Fire Brazilian League being so aggressive because all the teams have 0 points. They start with 0 single thing, 0 points for position and killings, and was everything for them. They were trying to get more spots off they can, and right now the goal is to hold into your points and be alive in positions where you can score.
And maybe we will have the fight going on between Team Coda Solid and Metagaming, but Metagaming tried to escape. They are taking the middle of the map, and they are going for the clock tower, for the factory near the clock tower, and Netshoes Miners are taking the factory, Carol. Netshoes Miners, we had a fight ending a map inside the factory in the middle of last week, one of the best booyahs we had this past week, and now the factory might once again become a factor in this map, Carol.
And you know, the last match, it's always a surprise for us because we already got the teams. They got booyahs, we already got Corinthians, they got a double booyah, but we don't know what can happen in the last match because even though we predicted what the teams that have the best performances before, we cannot say if they will have the same lucky because it is good to have a great assistance, to have a very nice front line, but this is also a game for lucky. And if you're not inside of the safe zone once it shrinks, you may be in danger.
And Carol, it's funny that you mentioned Corinthians. We didn't mention it at all in this game, and they maybe are indeed trying to play the safe game as we expected.
Yes, exactly. But one thing I have noticed, it's about the pin gaming game, exceptional in Bermuda map, where they always try to stand in the middle of the safe, because we know the peak drop call is in the middle of the map. So they are always around there, even they don't have to rotate. Even they don't have to rotate around the map, they keep waiting for the safe zone, and then they will try to move a little bit. But looks like Corinthians right now, it's playing a safe game.
They are playing the safe game. They are on the edge of the safe zone, watching their backs, safely taking the space, taking it to the middle of the safe zones, not playing on the high grounds, not trying not to be spotted, using the low grounds to hide themselves, and playing the whole safe game, all rotating the map. And it's fun to see that we saw Corinthians start the game on the east of the map, and now they are on the south, Carol. They are rotating the safe zone and using the low grounds.
And they are trying to avoid any trouble, right? Because they are even out of the safe zone, like you just pointed out. And that's their strategy they have kept since the very beginning.
And they might now find an easy kill if they spot Randall.
I don't think Randall will not even move to make any noise because they have already know that the Fluxo team was around there, but I don't think his strategy right now is just to be alive, remain alive.
Randall will try to win some points via positioning. We saw before get the booyah in Bermuda in the first 3 maps, in the first wave of maps, and now Randall will play the safe zone, so the safe game to try and bring some points home for B4. While we see Corinthians going for the loots, for the loot boxes, and now going back to the hangars.
Getting the needed equipment and loots to be ready for the fight.
And now we have a possible fight going on between Netshoes Miners and Fluxo by the clock tower.
Yeah, and we don't know about that. Only the players can know, but it looks like maybe clock tower will be the central of the last stage of the game. So we can see already that
It seems to
most
be out
of
of the
the
safe
team.
zone.
Yeah.
It seems to be out of the safe zone, Carol.
Well, all the teams are going to maybe rotating, but around there it's one of the few spots they can find to be inside of the safe zone. But it's not inside of the safe zone. Maybe it's a little bit in the edge, but maybe the late stage of the game will be there because we can see Santos, Furia, Corinthians, even Vivocade around there.
All rotating towards the clock tower.
Yeah, and Hangar.
And the hangar as well. But BL God finds the kill on Zenak. Nice headshot. And he puts the first player from Corinthians down. Zenak is out of the game. We have 44 players remaining and 12 minutes already played. We may be finding the war zone going on right now. Memgod trying to break the ice barrier. 1-9. Players from Furia positioning themselves, Carol, inside the house, and they have Santos and Corinthians close to them. We may find a three-way fight to start this game, to start the action in this match.
And it is now the time for the truth, where the safe zone will shrink and which teams we will mate, we're facing off each other. But I'm very excited to see if the safe zone will be tricky right now.
It will be close to the clock tower. Nice observation, girl. Nice observation. I've always believed in you. But now Metagaming and Pen Gaming running towards the clock tower. They abandoned the fight they were having, and now they're fighting for positioning. Metagaming already inside the safe zone. Los Grandes inside the danger zone. And now Coda Solid, Team 1, they all might have problems to get the spots they need inside the safe zone. We are having a day where the teams that get inside the safe zone first get the kill, and now Randall will be out. Randall will be out. Ousado get the kill. Corinthians find one more point for itself. Ousado tried to play the safe game, but he was taken through its sides, and it's the first team out, the 12th place for B4 with 0 points, Carol.
Yes, not a very glorious day for B4, even though they got a booyah today. It is not good. The follow times, the follow rounds, they got not great points for position.
And now Furia fighting against Team 1, while Los Grandes may join that fight from behind, Carol. We have also Santos using the sniper rifles. Rush finds the first kill, and God finishes it with the grenade. He steals the kill from Santos, and now Memgod once again trying to find the better place to rush the Santos players. They are trying to sandwich the Santos players on that house. Lots and lots of shots coming in. Fawn gets lots of damage, and now they have to fight for their lives. But VN10 on the ground, and he is eliminated by Dust. We said Los Grandes may try to reach that fight, and now Mamute using the ice barriers to shorten the distance against Santos. And he takes lots and lots of damage. He will have to use the health kits to help himself get safe for the fight with full health. Memgod using the grenade launcher. We haven't seen lots of grenade launchers today as we've seen on the first weekend, and the grenades also playing a huge part. Nice usage of the grenade launcher. 1-9 puts Gus back to the lobby, and now we have to fight.
Just a quick observation, the safe zone is really small and we still have 11 teams
remaining, of course, and Fak now puts 2 players down against Team Los Grandes. Nice play by Fluxo. Team also joining the fight. Drax put that guard out of the game in another fight going on right now between Vivocade and Metagaming. Nando 9 with one more player down, and almost got the kill with the headshot. And now Autobot trying to find the place. Furia all playing right by the safe zone and using now the ice barriers to rush and maybe get to the point where they can fight. Ciaz gets 2 kills, Fak once again, and maybe Team Los Grandes will be the next eliminated. It's between Los Grandes and Vivocade. We have 11 teams remaining.
Wow.
The next team eliminated will not get points for positioning, Carol. That's important for us to see. But Japa BKR puts 1-9 down. What is he doing? He got back to the game. Japa BKR, and Los Grandes is out. Rush gets the kill, but Fak puts Memgod once again back. Fluxo trying to fight the best fight. Nando 9 puts Rush down. Japa Big Air finishes 1-9 and Nando finishes Rush. Santos is out of the game. What a bad day for Santos,
Really
despite the booyah.
And
Vivocate
will
out.
not get the booyah.
Vivocate will not get the booyah. I got messed up by Vivocate. Thank you all. And Furia in the 8th place is also out of the game. We have Team Coda Solid in the middle of the clock tower. Gelo uses the grenade to finish Pão, and he uses another grenade to put back down. 2 players from Team Coda Solid tried to defend themselves against 3 players from Corinthians. Fuck once again gets the quadra kill. Gelo puts Fishing down. Japa BKR is doing what he wants. He puts Ousado down. Now Razur trying to find the kill on A!
Wow.
What a headshot, and Team Coda Solid are back on the lobby! Carol, what a shot, Carol!
What a definitely a great shot. So he's in a competition right now with Nando 9 with the most beautiful shot here.
Yeah, we are having skill shots right here. We are having skill shots. And now Fluxo fighting against Metagame. Nicholas with only a little bit of health remaining. Team 1 is out and back on the lobby. Nicholas is down by actions of the safe zone. Fluxo trying to find the Corinthians players. Ousado. Natividade with the grenade. Azur uses the AWM. Puts 2 players from Fluxo down. Ousado finishes Cias. 5 teams remaining. Fuck is also on the ground and he's also gonna be finished. Razur uses the sniper and Jan puts Nobru and Japa BKR down. Fluxo is out of the game. 4 teams remaining with 11 players. Maybe Corinthians will get the triple booyah for today, Carol.
Yes, anything is possible right now, and Corinthians is very close, but Pen Game and Meta Games are still up there.
Are still over there, and now Ousado is out because EGZ used the AWM once again. The grenade from Cebolinha. Vitin trying to find the kill. He puts Leal on the floor. It's gonna be the Netshoes Miners Gaming against Corinthians and Metagaming. Razur trying to hold on to its place, but the safe zone is getting shorter. EGZ trying to take the middle of the zone. Gelo taking lots of damage, and Corinthians is out.
No!
Metagaming Jan gets the kill. It's booyah, Metagaming.
What the heck just happened here? Metagame, they only got 1 player left, and I gotta say, Netshoes Miners, the last player alive, he played very beautifully in the late stage of the game, using the ice walls. But even though he did all that, he was only with the double snipers and was not good for him in the late stage of the game. But anyway, great stuff from Metagame, right?
And it was nice to see EGZ trying to get to the middle, but Ian dealt some damage with the submachine gun, and he pulled the AWM. He trusted his aim, pulled the AWM, and got the last shot to get the win for Metagaming. Metagaming, who started the day with lots of expectations, did not have a good day, and finally get the booyah. But we have to point it out. Once again, Corinthians being solid, being consistent, and getting to the 3rd place. They will get to the 200 points mark.
Yeah, that's what we talked about before this last match started. If Corinthians at least managed to be in the top 10, in the top 3 or the top 5, they will get enough points ahead of the other teams. So well done play for Corinthians, of course, with 15 finishing this last round with 15 points. That is gonna help them a lot to be still to hold still in the top 1. But Marcelo, I don't know if you remember, but you said in the first map of Bermuda about how good Metagame have a performance in Bermuda. So
yeah,
now they prove us that they
know
right.
how to play Bermuda.
Yeah, they know how to play Bermuda, and you were right about that, because they definitely have a good performance here in Free Fire Brazilian League Season 5 in Bermuda, and finishing this round in the 1st place with 18 points for positioning and 6 points for kills. So well done for 12 points for positioning and 6 points for killing in amount of 18 points. So well done for Metagame, finishing today matches with the booyah.
And Los Grandes and Vivocate with 4 and 1 points. Corinthians is going to find some good distance right now on the top of the rankings, right, Carol? They got lots of kills. We've seen Corinthians get close to 10 kills, 15 points for them. So they play tomorrow. It's nice to remember they play tomorrow against Group B.
They will keep in having advantage ahead of the other teams because they are playing the 2 days. And that's what I keep saying. If you have the opportunity, try to open gaps ahead of the other teams because that will make a great difference in the final points. But Marcelo, let's give a big shout out to the Netshoes Miners that they were not having also a great day today, but they try to manage to be around the top 10, the top 3, the top 5, and right now they finish in the 2nd place with 5 points per kill in a total of 14 points.
And let's see how this second Bermuda map of the day changed our standings, because we're speculating over here and we have to see Corinthians getting to 206 points, opening 21 points on Los Grandes. Finally a huge difference, a huge margin for a leading team. And Carol, this changes everything that we had till today. We still have the possibility that maybe Team Liquid or SS Esports will have a nice day tomorrow, but the consistency from Corinthians playing the games with 51.5 points of average in points per days of playing. So 3 booyahs, the only team with 3 booyahs. The consistency is showing off.
Yeah, the consistency is definitely showing off. But about consistency, let's talk about how many kills Los Grandes still have. Even though they are 21 points behind of Corinthians, they got almost the same amount of points that Corinthians got 4 kills. So the thing here for Los Grandes, maybe it is the position, but talking about position, Metagame is in the top 5 right now with 149 points, 16 points for killing and 2 booyahs. Only 1, 2, 3 teams got double booyahs here, and Corinthians is the only one with a triple booyahs, right? Four teams. Sorry, Furia Team, Metagaming, Vivocade, and B4.
And Carol, it seems that we separated the standings into 3 main groups. The Corinthians is isolated on the front. Then we have the top 4 teams behind Corinthians, and then a huge number of teams going from 140 points to 110 points. They're very close, fighting to be inside of the top 12. The moment to get the game going is right now, right?
Yes, of course, the moment to get the game going is definitely right now, especially because right now the teams already adopted the strategy to stay out of trouble, early fights. That's what B4 should have done since the very beginning. Maybe in the half of game when they got their booyah, they should have thinking about that when they were trying to avoid the troubles against Santos. But let's see about the highlights of the days.
Let's check the highlights of the days. We've got the most points coming from Corinthians. A nice day from Corinthians. We got 58 points for Los Grandes and 54 for Team 1. And Corinthians, once again, a nice day. 32 kills for them, 25 kills for Los Grandes, and 24 for Fluxo. Carol, the individual kills were pretty balanced for the day, right?
Yes, pretty balanced, but as not as much was balanced for the most kills. The Corinthians was ahead of Los Grandes and Fluxo team with 32 points. And in the individual kills, we can see here different faces. That goes to Furia team and Hazuri from Corinthians and Nando9 from Vivocade. The best assistant so far, in my opinion.
The best assistant so far, in my opinion. He's overshadowing that god, right? that guy is not doing what Nando 9, the newcomer Nando 9 is doing, right?
He's a newbie here.
He's a newbie and he is doing his job, and maybe more than his job, right?
Yes, but this is something very interesting about Free Fire, that if you keep playing, doing your best, it's always someone look at your job. So Nando 9 have this opportunity right now to play in a big name of
In the esports scene.
company in the sports scene, that is Vivocade, and having the opportunity to play this big competition that it is in Brazil right now, Free Fire Brazilian League, but not as big as our kill leaders.
Mamute is still on the front of our standings, but had a slow day. Only 7 kills from Mamute in 6 maps, and maybe MTS is coming after him.
he
Nando
is.
9 got to the 3rd place, Nobru got to the 4th place, and Razur showing up right now in the 5th place. We might have a busy day tomorrow, since we have MTS playing, since we have Razur playing. We might have a day where some of the faces that we are seeing here since the beginning of the competition may drop out of the top 5, right, Carol?
Yeah, especially because Nando 9 and Nobru belong to the group A.
Yeah.
So tomorrow
Mamute as well.
and Mamute, exactly. So tomorrow it's going to be a day for MTS and Hazuri. Do something about that and get in front of these guys. And yes, I'm very excited for tomorrow, because every single thing maybe will change in our rankings. Let's see if Corinthians can still stand still in the very first place, or if things will change tomorrow.
Because tomorrow is a new day, and we gotta see who was the best of the day, Carol. Who was the best of the day? And I'm looking forward to know it as well as you do. It was Corinthians. Definitely was
We already
Corinthians,
expected
Carol.
that. Yeah, we already expected that. The best team of the day, Corinthians, with 79 points and a double booyah.
Check out the what we talk about consistency. 29 points in Purgatory, 26 in Kalahari, 24 in Bermuda, all really close to each other. The Corinthians team is he's scoring points in every map. All players getting lots of kills.
Yep.
Raju, Zenakis, and Gelo getting all by themselves 26 kills, with Ousado and Leozin forming 32 kills for the team. So it's been the consistency of the Corinthians team that is making them have this such huge leads, right?
The crew of crazies came ready for the game today, and tomorrow they are playing again,
They're
right?
playing again.
So let's see if they can manage to be the best team of the day also tomorrow, because what you said, it is always about consistency. If you can keep yourselves to be at least in the top 5, in the top 3, you will climb on points. And not about that, but they got double booyah today.
And we talked about Corinthians having an average of 50 points per day. 50 points means less than 10 points per map, since we have 6 maps per day. So it's not that hard to keep yourself having 8 points, 9 points per map. And Corinthians is showing off that you maybe don't need those double booyahs. You just need to find yourself 5 kills and a 6th place, a 5th place. That was the way we got our eyes in Corinthians in the first days. And we were astonished that Corinthians did not have good booyahs, did not show up in podiums, and they were fighting for the lead. They were getting 8, 9
Yeah, it's all
points
about
per
that.
map,
Yeah.
and we're getting to the lead.
It is all about that. But let's check our agenda, because tomorrow we still got some more fights to happen, but not only tomorrow, but also on Monday. So our schedule for tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m. it's going to be Group B against Group C, and Group B will bring God You Need Us, INTZ Loud, that is going to make a lot of noise, I hope so, Nitrox Top 10, SS Sports, and T-Liquid against the Group C that play today already.
Before Corinthians Fúria, Netshoes Miners, Team Cora Solid, and Team 1. That will be a hella match. That will be a nice match, and I want to see.
I hope it's going to be as aggressive as it was today, because today was really good to watch. I know that Group A is the most aggressive one for me so far, but let's see what these guys from Group B will bring for us tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to see what Loud brings to the table tomorrow, and what Loud brings to the table on Monday, because they will fight the most aggressive group since the beginning of LBFF 5. It's Group A, right, Carol?
So that's our schedule for tomorrow and on Monday. So you guys have to stay here with us the whole weekend, because these guys are going to bring a lot of entertainment for us here, and I'm pretty much sure we are going to finish in the 6th round, and it's going to be a hell of emotions.
That will be a roller coaster of emotions. And Carol, nice day, a day with the games played in a slower pace on the beginning, but with lots of heat by the end, right?
A lot of hits by the ends, and I'm hot about these hits. You know, it's getting hot here, so take. But that's it, Marcelo. It is what it is. It is Free Fire Brazilian League, right?
It is Free Fire Brazilian League, and we expect to see you all back again for tomorrow's matches, and we will be here at the same time, at the same hour for you guys in Brazil. It's 1 p.m. and for you guys in the East Coast of the United States, it's at noon, at midday. And so we expect to see you here again. And of course, thank you, Carol, for the company and for the excellent commentaries once again.
So be ready for your lunch tomorrow, because your lunch will be in a meeting with us here in Free Fire Brazilian League. I'll see you guys later.
I see you tomorrow. We will be back, and it's time to drop. See you tomorrow.